Hello, hello. Welcome to ClocktowerCon Australia. We're doing the live stream in person. We've never done it before. We're going to see what happens, but this is the start of it. It's going to be a great weekend. But Will, what do you want to say about ClocktowerCon?
Pretty exciting. We are here live from Sydney, Australia at the Roundhouse at UNSW. Please come along. We have 3 days of ClocktowerCon Australia happening starting today at 3 p.m, the moment this stream finishes, and then tomorrow and Sunday from 11 a.m. If you're around in the area, just get into Sydney. We've got so many fun things happening at the con. Starting with this special live stream, which is going to get more and more exciting as we go along.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be playing Anonymous Dishonesty in person live. We've got 10 players right in the other room. We're going to get started pretty soon after we talk a bit about some setup and stuff. But yeah, we've got 10 players. It's going to be a really cool time. We've not done a live stream before, so we'll see what happens. We might have some technical difficulties, but I'm sure it's fine. We've got an amazing team here working to make it all good. But yeah, the live stream's going to run for 4 hours. We're going to be playing 2 games. The first one is going to be Anonymous Dishonesty, which is a cool con script that you can check out in our con collection. And we're also doing a special surprise script for Game 2. More on that later. But yeah, it's been super amazing to see everyone talking about the ClocktowerCon and getting hyped around it, and I'm so excited to have such a good time.
Yeah, make sure you stick around for Game 2 because there's even cooler players, and the currently cool players that are playing now, one of them I can highly recommend. It's going to be a super, super fun game, and maybe some exciting things that are happening outside of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So stick around for Game 2. Won't be one you want to miss. It'll be very insightful. With that, we're going to hand it over to Lachlan and Ben, your 2 storytellers for the game. Good luck.
Enjoy.
Yes, thank you.
Hello! Look at me, I'm upside down, I'm in Australia.
And you're handling that exceptionally well. Ben.
Yes,
Thank you. Yes. So, I know everyone is excited for the release game, but I know that what you're actually here for is the game that comes before the release game. That's where the real excitement comes. You know, you're gonna have a new character, but before that, you're gonna experience some characters you already know. And that's going to be pretty exciting. Now, it's pretty soon, we're going to go through the script, we're going to put the bag together, it's going to be very thrilling. But before that, there are 10 players in the other room who I believe need introduction. So I believe we have a team over there, ready and waiting to do so.
Alright, hello, I'm David.
Hello, it's me again, Theo.
Hi, I'm Jams.
Hi, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Kira.
Ahoy, I'm Jono.
I'm Nelson.
Alex.
Heyo, I'm Evan.
And I'm Lass.
Okay, I hope that you've seen all of those people now.
Yep, excellent.
If so, everything's working.
Excellent. Now, I believe it is time for me to set up the script and figure out the characters. So we have a very exciting setup where it should be cutting to the inside of the grimoire. So in this particular game, this is we're going to be playing, as I've said, Anonymous Dishonesty, which is a solo OHO script. Now, it's not a massive misinformation script. It's unusual because the demon will be picking essentially who to kill. Which means that the good team have an incentive to kind of keep their roles under wraps and bluff. Which admittedly is kind of similar to the way that a usual game of Clocktower works. But this one has an OHO. So, this is a 10-player game. And in this 10-player game, here is a setup that I've already figured out. So, first of all, we're going to have a Shugenja, because we enjoy pointing in the direction of evil players. It's actually going to be quite a strong information bag for good, in terms of, at least initially, tracking the demon. So, we're also going to have a Pixie. We're going to have a Banshee. Now, Banshee is probably what I'm going to use to essentially not punish the OHO, but if they miss, I'm probably going to be hitting the Banshee. We're also going to include an Elsa here. I'll move this out of the way. And what else? I think we're going to include Investigator as a bluff for some fun starting information. I'm going to put in a Grandmother. I'm going to put in an Undertaker. And for the last one, I think Savant, the character. I think we'll put Farmer as a bluff, so that if they want, they can kill themselves and simulate a farmer kill. Very exciting. And I think we'll make High Priestess the third bluff. Now, in terms of the minions, let's see. Oh, I am planning on including Marionette as well, so we will put in a Flower Girl for 8 townsfolk into the bag. Now, we're going to include Scarlet Woman, because this is quite a powerful information setup. And we want to, especially stuff like Flower Girl. Flower Girl can be a bit swingy, but we want to make sure that, well, basically Evil has an escape route. And this is one that, look, I've really thought about, but I think we should include Hero. A bold choice, I know, but I really believe in this. So, that is going to be our setup. And I think I'm going to take this next door while we cut back to beloved community icon, Benjamin Burns.
Well, how cool is that Grim GoPro? Grim Pro, I guess. Don't buy a GoPro, get a Grim Pro. But yeah, this is, I mean, how cool is this? I can't believe this is actually functioning as well. Are you okay with this?
I've decided
you might need
the tokens.
You might need those tokens. So yeah, any minute now we're going to go through, and well, I'm not going to go through. I'm going to go back behind the mixing desk, and I will do my worst David Attenborough impression, and we'll give a bit of colour commentary as we run the game. And Lachlan will be running our first ever live and in-person game of Blood on the Clocktower. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Off you go. Cool.
Totally productive at home.
I just realized. Cool.
Very serious, normal conversation.
It is colder in some
Oh, look at it!
It's me, Lachlan.
Hello.
Very exciting.
Also, sexy storytelling.
Is this product placement we got going here?
Yeah, we sell it with the tape too. It's really good.
Is your mic pack on? Inside your
Sponsored by 4 Pints Brewing.
Switch. There we go.
Should have gone with Duracell.
What's everyone's favourite character on the script?
Ooh.
I'm a big fan of
Big fan
of Ceratos.
Hi, Priestess.
Okay, folks, Ben here. I hope you can hear me. I assume that when I talk, it cuts out everything that's happening in the room. So I'm going to be popping in now and again to give some colour commentary, just say what's going on. If you hear me, it means you won't hear everyone else, so I'll probably stay out of it during the day phase so that you can listen to the private chats and whatnot. But yeah, I will be back shortly when the night phase begins, and we will have a little bit of narration on what's happening during that night phase. But in the meantime, enjoy these 10 people enjoying each other's company.
Go into the control room, look at the screen. Go talk to Ben Burns.
Yep.
That's who you need to talk to.
Yeah, he knows everything.
Yeah.
It's very useful.
I like this farmer when it's fair.
It's really
Has
fun.
the storyteller ever shown the High Priestess
It's
themselves?
fun when you do.
Bluff.
Oh, you know, you have done that to me. You have given
like
me
that the
myself when I
business
had the
goes against
100%
the
right
grain.
roll on the final day and I was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he gave
like
me
you-
myself
you
to be
got
like,
the
you're
answers,
right,
you
you
did
got this.
Believe in yourself.
And I interpreted it exactly. Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
endearing. Yeah,
That's great. That's really cool.
yeah, it was very fun.
I like that the madness works against the Oho in this script because there's going to be so many people.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I
It's
definitely
really
want to kill this
interesting.
role.
It's also really fun when you're running an atheist game
Yeah.
because
Okay. I believe that we are back. And I have here 10 delightful tokens for everyone to enjoy. Starting with
we
Pat.
can only have one, right?
I thought it was dangerous.
No, Pat gets to enjoy all 10.
What do you mean? There are no rules here.
There are a few rules.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
Right, no pressure, Pat. You're just
Okay, well, thank
changing
you
all
for
the
telling us in advance
timelines
that it's an
based
atheist
on what you
game.
did.
I hope I get the drunk token
Well,
for the first
in this
stream
game
of
there
the
are
day.
still rules. Just break them.
Well, I'm most
Are
playing
there
outside,
really
so
rules if
Yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
true.
be fucking willy-nilly?
Well,
You saw the hermit, and I'm like, that's for me.
yeah. Oh, honestly, it was made for me.
Oh, this one feels red.
Did you take the one that felt red?
No.
Suspicious.
I know you haven't taken the token yet, but also very suspicious.
And it's already got all the red tokens in the bag. It's sort of stuck together.
I mean, collectively, we're deciding Laz's token for
Yeah.
them.
Oh, I'm
I don't
identifying
get
as
the choice.
executing you on day one, 100%.
Take that one.
Let's. Do you want to pick
No.
second last? You want to
Every
go
time I
last?
pick, I get an outsider.
Okay.
Me too, Les. Me too.
Yeah. This one.
It's
This
a good
one
sign
feels
for
like
this
mine.
10-person game that we're
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'm going to come around and take your tokens now.
These
Thank
tokens
you
are
so
so
much.
crisp and neat.
They are.
Yeah, yours are seasoned wear, haven't they, friend?
Yeah, mine have gone soft with age and use.
Yeah, that's a godfather.
Thank you so much.
There's plenty of
Oh
outside
yeah,
ones.
that's all you need.
Yeah.
There's also atheists.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, also outside.
If they're only outsiders, I think we can figure that one out.
Has Jammings told you about his idea?
Does anyone know the length on copyrighted music that we can hum or sing? Because at some point I'm gonna stim and I don't want
How
to
about
get
copyrighted straight in my
I was
house?
going to say,
You just like that recognize it.
Just sing an Eagle
Collins is the
song.
best place to do it.
Fair enough, that's all free nowadays.
You know, Don Henry is like
Oh, yes, thank you so
renowned
much.
for just suing
now-
everyone.
Who is that?
Everyone
Don
hold
Henry
tight
from the
as
Eagles.
I step
Oh,
next
right.
door to talk to my favorite person, Benjamin Burns.
Enjoy.
Can we?
Thank
that
you.
was
No,
pretty
you have to stay here. You stay here.
There was a joke where a guy on YouTube said, you know, I went to a new place and Don Henley sued me for being the new kid in town.
That's right.
We should do pronouns before we start, just in case not everyone knows what this is.
He, him.
She.
Okay, Lachlan's heading back in. The game has been set up. We're ready to rock and roll. In a moment, we're going to go to our first night phase, but I think before that, Lachlan is going to navigate his way through this very difficult double door that he's currently making his way through, and going to talk us through what's about to happen. Here he is.
Hello. All right. So let me place this in pride of place as we talk about what we're going to do. So, we have a marionette. So first of all, I think the marionette should probably go on the flower girl, as putting it on the banshee would be depressing. Now, two choices to be made here. Where to put the grandmother gnome and where to put the pixie. Now, what I kind of want to do is put at least one of those characters with their direct neighbor to create a bit of paranoia around marionettes. Both would have been funnier, but yeah, maybe it's with the setup doesn't quite work, because then you'll have like a grandmother confirming Pixie, confirming a Shigenja, and that would be too much. So I am probably inclined to have the grandmother know the Pixie, and I think have the Pixie, which actually is kind of interesting because the Pixie will be claiming other stuff, but the grandmother will be going, I know what's going on. And the Pixie, let's see, the Shugenja is going to learn, Direction Scarlet Woman. I don't think we want to Pixie confirm necessarily the stuff down this side, so the Alcea Savant. I think, let's go with maybe Pixie Undertaker. We may come to regret that, but also we may not. Yeah. Do Do you have any thoughts about this? Have I done anything horrifically terrible?
No, I think this is great. I think you've made some excellent decisions. I really like the fact that the Shugenja is going to be pointing towards both the grandchild and the grandmother, because that's going to create an interesting conundrum. We'll have some people saying, well, there must be two evil players collaborating, and then there'll be other people saying, well, we should be looking beyond that. The baddies must be all on this side of the semicircle. So I think that's really fun.
Okay, excellent. All right. Then I'm going to once again move next door and leave everyone in the capable hands of Benjamin Byrne.
Don't know about capable. I do have hands, though. Right, yeah, this is it. This is absolutely unprecedented as far as I'm concerned for what we're doing here. So I really appreciate you all coming along and experiencing this experiment with us for the first time ever. As has been said, do stick around. We've got 2 games today. The second of them is going to be pretty spicy. But in the meantime, I guess we'll hand you back over to the town square, and I'll get my buns back behind the mixing desk.
Hello. Oh, the things you missed.
Oh my God, it's Auckland.
So many inside jokes that you won't get.
It was mostly swearing you missed. Mostly.
Yeah, that's not a bit.
And Dragon Ball Z mixed in with swearing.
Yeah.
So I do not have cards currently with me. So if you see you know what they mean, presumably.
Yeah. Oh,
so,
sure.
This is
Yes.
the demon, this is the minion, all that good stuff.
Well, none of that will be relevant to me, because I'm a good player.
So if you don't understand what he did, just make sure to loudly scream
Yes,
what.
when I wake up at night and say, is that my minion or demon? You will help me understand that I'm on a good team.
Excellent, excellent.
Does that mean Pattis is my minion? Is that what that means, Lachlan? Is it?
You will be Serenova's man. So stop.
But he's also a Harpy Man that you're eating. That is how I will be playing my Harpy Madness all of day long.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Lachlan showed me that Evan was the minion, so I think he's evil.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
I see no issues with this one. Is that Brad from stream? It is. That is Brad from stream.
That is Brad from stream.
Hello.
Hi, Brad from
Hey,
stream.
Brad from
How you doing?
stream.
Hello, Brad.
Bye,
from
Brad.
Brad from stream is left.
It's now Brad not on stream.
No,
Brad.
Brad
Just
absent from
Brad.
stream.
He probably grew up somewhere else, but he moved to stream.
It's existential.
Maybe.
Brad now.
Wait,
It's
that's
actually
just like,
stream.
what is it, 15 minutes down the road from Ravenswood Bluff, right? The town of Stream. Canonically. Ooh, what are they whispering?
All right, are we currently on? Are we live? All right, fantastic. Well, everyone, shut your eyes.
This is because you don't want to see you break the grim.
Yes, yes, because that would be highly embarrassing.
We do a big bang over the course of the night.
So excited for the
I-
grid to be dropped on screen.
I have actually seen a storyteller like fully drop there. I feel like most people have.
Okay, here we go. If everything's working, you should be able to hear me right now. We've started the night phase, and it looks like we're about to introduce our baddies to one another.
Pro footage of
I
the
know.
grids falling and going everywhere.
That's true. That's what I was actually trying to provide to all of the players.
Absolutely.
It's a service.
It's what we're missing
Yeah.
out.
I want Ben to have the.
Is that the Oham? Is that the demon we're waking up now? And yeah, look, we're heading over to our Scarlet Woman here. So, oh, needs a second tap. There we go. They've done it. And yeah, showing who the demon is. Obviously, the Flower Girl, aka Marionette, is not going to be woken up here because they don't know they're a minion.
Made a mistake and you're like, well.
Oh God.
There's only one option.
Hang on. Well. Can you?
There we go. Just learning that Evan is the marionette. Delightful.
Yeah. Oh,
But
there's-
that is a mistake, though.
I always find it interesting to watch how other storytellers manage their grimoires. See, I normally keep my bluffs on the left-hand side of the night sheet, not above it. And as we all know, I'm right and Lachlan is wrong.
Drop the grim twice. Managed to recover it thanks to pitches.
Those are rookie numbers. Gotta get that number.
Okay, that's the grandmother learning about our pixie.
I think I've dropped it in an atheist game and then just went, I don't remember where any of the tokens were. It doesn't matter.
And this is our pixie learning that the Undertaker is in play.
Started as an
And here we go, we're going to go Shugenja now. And Jams is going to learn clockwise. I had to take a moment there. I always get clockwise and anti-clockwise mixed up. There we go. There's the point. Jam's back to sleep. And I think that is everything. Yeah, I don't think there's any more night phase to go. So I'm gonna get lost and let you enjoy watching people talk to each other, and I will see all you guys again at night 2. Hopefully it makes it to night 2.
My favorite Grim-related thing that's ever happened, I think, was not a dropping of the Grim, but Evan, back when we were at Shucks in 2022, I was running just like a beginner TV, and there was another storyteller sort of across the way who was running, I think, Uncertain Death, which has like a sailor and a spy on it, among other things. Like some script with a sailor and a spy.
All right, I think that we are good to begin. Good morning, everyone. And you awake to find that an anonymous complaints box has been set up in the center of town. And when you approach it, when you open it, you find the most vile, vicious, cruel slander of pillar of the community, the butler. And clearly this is the work of a demon. They call it mid, they say they prefer the drunk. Completely unacceptable, so please, the butler's good name is on the line. Please begin.
It's nice that we have Reddit in real
Goodbye,
life.
sweet
Now.
Excuse me, I'd like to file a complaint on the Hunt. Oh, that's a bit sus.
I don't know where.
Yeah, the first 2 people going
They're even
for
walking
it.
into
That's problematic.
Can I chat?
Yeah, I can do that.
Chat too?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
Ah,
Lead us to where we're going.
One more.
fantastic. You know what?
What's
Why
your
don't we
name
sit
again,
here
good
and
sir?
chat in town?
Yeah. What's your name, good sir?
I
forgot. I keep forgetting names. Jono. Don't have a name.
That's
Nelson.
fine, Nelson. I remember that much at least.
So
I've actually got some pretty interesting day one information, which I may or may not come out with immediately.
okay.
I'm willing just to hard claim it to you.
It's because I'm all alone.
Because you're all alone and you can't verify this when I back down off it later. I am gonna say.
What's happening? What have you guys got? Well, I haven't looked at the script yet, so I don't know what I'm bluffing. But I'll.
I'd call it BS on that.
No, okay. I don't really see any reason to be upfront because I think I probably won't get targeted unless I get close. I'm the Elsa here, so I am going to be looking for things that point at evils because it will be helpful to be able to make some, hopefully, like useful, educated guesses.
That's fair.
So,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
yeah.
What about you, Kat? Sorry, Kira.
Yeah. I've got starting information, so investigator grandmother Shigenja.
Fair enough. I'm just gonna hard claim Undertaker.
Oh, right on.
Okay. That is a brave call.
Yep.
Okay.
Want to do some kind of role swappy shenanigans going on?
I'm happy to. I mean, you should probably go talk to Jonathan first. But
Yeah.
if you want to roll swap, just say you're the ogre. You picked me,
Yep.
and I'll be KG. But let's slip down the Undertaker to someone, maybe.
Okay.
Of course, it's an Oho script, so if they kill the Undertaker at night, then you'll just die. But you know,
Yes.
there's not a lot of point to role swapping, I guess.
I mean, pretending to be something else.
Yeah, actually, yeah, pretending to be something that is not in play.
General Flower Girl.
I think I'm just going to tell everyone in the general. Try and get the general killed. Yeah.
The demon. Yep. Because, like, you know, we haven't discussed bluffs, you know, like pixie, general, farmer. Sure. That kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
All these people coming in and out.
And
Do I have a chat with
no
them?
one wants to see.
What is that? What's that play count? We're at 10.
No,
so
can we
7.
talk?
Sure. Yep. Okay. In a private setting. Yeah. Okay. Go.
So where can I go?
I think that we went all the rooms.
I think
I will do my best not to look at the grim.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello
I would
there.
like my very strong savant information.
You'd like your very strong day one savant information.
And if it
Look at this guy. He's got his phone out. He's not even paying attention. Disgraceful.
Alright, so your day one savant information is exactly 1 out of Jams, Theo, or Nelson is evil.
Okay.
Or there are no outsiders in the game.
Amazing. Okay, perfect.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Did you guys enjoy that ghetto-ass grim rig?
One of the bluffs is farmer.
Sure. Which is a hilarious thing if you oho yourself.
Yes,
and then
I was
guess
thinking
become
of doing that.
farmer. Fantastic. Okay, cool. I'm currently.
So,
what are the
High
other
Priestess,
bluffs?
farmer, and investigator.
An investigator.
If
Investigator
you
is.
claimed it might not be a great Scarlet Woman bluff.
No, I think it's
Unless.
fine enough.
Unless.
Today I'm claiming to be kind of Harpy mad.
Okay.
But so I'm going to claim to be an investigator publicly. That way I'm not doing a double claim anyway. If they execute me, they execute me, and I apologize. But I'll try to like back down off that once I hopefully get one of the two killed. Currently going up to Evan and Petters.
Evan is the marionette, just so you know.
Oh, hilarious. Cool. Makes sense why I wasn't.
So,
So it's on
now
you
it's your
now,
turn.
yeah.
I'll hard claim Undertaker.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. I'm the savant.
And I'm also here.
Okay.
I got my savant information.
What's your info?
It's very powerful. I know who the demon is.
Oh, who is it?
Well, that was quick. That was. I mean,
I know that one of you, Jams, or Nelson is evil.
As in me or Matt?
You.
Okay, yeah.
Or there are no outsiders in play.
I've already heard of an outsider.
Well,
So, yeah.
looks like my information is very clear.
one of me, Jans, or Nelson is evil.
Oh,
This must be it.
Hello.
Hello. We can vacate the space shortly.
interestingly, I've heard of another outsider.
You've heard of two outsiders?
Two Alpha
Alpha
Hears.
Hears.
Alpha Hears.
Interesting. Who's the other
Oh.
one? Are they in the Noble Pings of sorts?
No, not yet. Just heard of another one.
Well,
Okay.
I'd
And you
love
two
to
are
guess them because
you two
they're a
are
minion.
sitting next to each other, right?
We are, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would have told Theo if it was the marionette by now.
Yeah.
Would you like me to leave so you can do that?
We've already had a private chat.
You already have?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
right.
So we're fine.
So if it's happened, it's already happened.
They were told to go and speak to Jonathan. So
Cool.
that's seems probably the most trustworthy right now. But everything else is who knows? Who knows what people
Yeah.
say. So,
Do you know what John is claiming? Is it something
I
that
don't know.
the priestess
I
should see?
I don't know what Jono is claiming.
Okay.
But would you like to? Yes.
We've been told that a high priestess saw you. So
Okay, cool.
we were curious if that
Makes
made sense or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Cool.
Oh, I'll probably come out with it.
Yeah. Are you an investigator?
Yeah, I'll
I've
be
just
coming
heard.
out with it.
I've just heard of the other things
Sure.
that,
I'm like,
that a high priestess would
what
see.
other thing could you mean by the way you talked to me? you're like, you're
Wait,
like,
no, so that's actually really helpful because I'm the Elsa here,
Okay.
and so I would love to guess exactly one of your
On day
people as a
one?
minion.
Boom, scream over. Day one, I'll see it.
No, I would. The odds of that are so low.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Is
don't know
there
if,
a space
you've
available?
spoken to
Both
your
the
people
rooms
if
over
they
there
have
are
that
available.
suspicion.
We've already spoken.
We've already spoken.
Like which one might be a minion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Jonah, James, do either of you want to have a private chat?
I'm happy
Happy to. We could all go.
Yeah, let's do it. Give me.
Alex.
Hello.
hello.
Everyone's good here, I'm sure.
Yep. Oh, sorry, what's your name?
Kira.
Okay, the day's drawing to a close now. We're going to head back to the town square, and also, big thumbs up for the fact that nothing has gone catastrophically wrong yet. Yet.
Because I can never keep track.
Not last. How good.
You on the right one?
It helps. Looking okay.
By the way, I don't want to brag, but I got a
But
you lot from Ben.
It's
So,
early.
fair
It's
going.
early because we just
you was like, you lot,
for
back in the
like
town.
longest
Okay.
time just sitting here while everyone
Sorry, what's the gentleman behind the camera? What's your
Ran
name?
off.
Yes.
The people who are
how long
left
have we got to
behind.
move on?
I'm gonna say, please don't move. I'm gonna gather.
Okay, cool.
I'm just. I might have to go hunting actually.
They just in the next room.
Okay, excellent, excellent.
So, just to analyze the private chats, we had Patters and Theo run off. Then I left with Laz and Alex. So, I'm going to say unlikely there's two evil people here. They brought a third along. Right?
Convenient for you.
Convenient.
But what if there's 3 evil people here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You should be
with a
scared. I'm
potential ogre.
terrified.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Welcome back to the town square, everyone. We've all
What's
had a
hanging
lovely
outside?
day of discussion, but now it's time for a murder, hopefully.
Wonderful.
I am going to just go ahead and open the floor to nominations.
I have something I'd like to share. I'm the savant. I have a noble, so my information is there's a noble pig of evil between Theo, Jams, and Nelson, or there are no outsiders. And I've heard someone has claimed outsider.
I'm the ogre.
Okay. Who did you pick?
I'm not going to say that publicly.
You did say before the game that you would be an outsider.
And the ogre, in fact. I've told the person I picked it is my curse in the script to only be the ogre.
I am a investigator, and I know that between Evan and Patters there is a minion, potential marionette. Of those two, I am of the strong suspicion that it's probably Patters, and I think
Patters, you're the marionette.
I won't be voting on
you. So, you know.
At least, yeah.
Well, the amount of time.
Well, it makes sense. Two true statements.
I nominate Patters.
All right, Patters has been nominated. What is the charge?
A succulent meal.
Succulent Chinese
eating
meal?
Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. No, Patters is one of the people in Investigator Ping. Without revealing who they are, Jono was seen by a high priestess. So that certainly implicates one of us, and I must believe it is Patters rather than myself.
All right. Patters, what have you got to say?
It's my friend Rachel's birthday. Happy birthday, Rachel. Her birthday wish was that I don't ever get executed at Australia. So if you like my friend Rachel, you have to not execute me.
Just like a savant, one of those things was false and one of those things was true.
All right. Are you going? Sorry, go.
Can I add, Burton? Is your friend in Britain?
Correct.
And is it currently their birthday here in Australia?
That's an interesting question.
Due to time zones.
We're gonna go yes.
It's always
All right.
everything.
Are you going to leave Rachel disappointed? I am taking votes on Patters starting now.
Just saying, if we leave Patters alive, he has to make up more savant.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How do you know that?
Well, I'm not the demon.
Not if he's a marionette.
4 is not enough. Patters is safe for the day. Are there any more nominations?
I'll nominate Evan.
All right. Evan has been nominated.
It's the other side of it. And, I don't want to let down Rachel, obviously. I never voted on that. Of course. It's what Rachel would want.
I have lied to everyone so far. I'm an each night info role, but I've had someone else publicly claim to be my role, so I'm hoping Pixie. But I'd rather get my each night info, but without saying what I am. Oho, try and find me. And if we can't kill me, which we should not, hey, Rachel, happy birthday, don't kill me. She said she didn't want me to die. Let's kill into, well, if I believe Patters is a minion, then I want to avoid killing those other 3 people, so we could not execute. Yeah.
All right. I am taking votes on Evan, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 votes is not enough. Evan is safe for the day. Are there any more nominations?
I'd like to nominate Theo.
All right. Theo has been nominated. Why?
If the investigator pick was for a marionette, then I feel like we should be killing those players' neighbours instead of the players themselves. And I am Patters' other neighbour, and I know I'm not the demon, so putting it that way.
Well, you're neighbours to both Evan and Patters, so it makes sense to kill you because you're more likely to be the demon. I am a useful role, and I'm about to win the game by guessing Evan, Nelson, and as the minions, and Alex as the demon.
Oh, let me just take a look. So that was Evan and Nelson and Alex?
Yes, Alex the demon.
It's good to know. All right, continue with your defense.
That's too bad. Yeah, I'm the house here. I can keep guessing. I might die tonight. I'd rather live. Laz is more likely to be the demon between the 2 marionettes.
All right. I am taking votes on Theo. 5 is the number needed. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is just
that is 6 votes, which is currently enough. Hello.
I would like to nominate Alex.
All right, Alex has been nominated.
So my neighbour has been nominated and is on the block, and that seems bad for my team. So I'll go for the other neighbour of the real marionettes, Alex.
All right, Alex, you've been nominated. What have you got to say?
Well, I'm the high priestess who learned the investigator.
Oh no.
there is. Can I posit a world where we kill the potential ogre because that would confirm a godfather?
Yeah, I agree. I think killing Laz is the best option.
But we do have one slated, so I don't want to tie it.
All right. Well, I am taking votes on Alex, starting now. 6 ties it, 7 beats it.
Yeah. Okay.
1, 2. You're all good. You're very popular.
I'll nominate Laz.
Laz has been nominated. Why?
The ogre, less useful than the Alsahir. Between both marionettes, so confirmed demon. Yeah, let's get 6 or more on this, please.
I think if you try to get more than 6, you risk tying it. So I think maybe tomorrow would be a better bet if you want to do this. Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right.
I mean, tying this is fine.
Taking votes on Laz, 6 is the number needed. So 6 ties it, 7 beats it. Starting
vote on this.
now.
Who were the 6 who voted on Theo?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
What's that?
6
Well, he's not,
votes is a tie. No one currently slated for execution.
I will claim to be the Alsahir, and I will guess Laz is the demon, with Evan and Nelson as the minions.
So Laz as demon, Evan and Nelson as minions. Thank you so much.
I give off a lot of minion-y vibes.
I am closing the day in 5,
Okay,
4.
good point. I'll nominate Nelson.
All right. Nelson has been nominated.
Don't
Why?
take it from me. In his own words, I give off a lot of minion-y vibes. So.
Well, the reason why I said that was because I was in the minion in both Alsahir guesses.
And we're both the Alsahir, so.
All right. Taking votes on
know
Nelson.
What? I'm the one guy who has not voted yet.
Well,
6 ties it, 7 beats it. Starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a triple tie.
Rip Flower Girl.
I am closing the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone's voted.
There are no executions. Everyone go to sleep.
To be honest, I forgot there was a flower girl on the screen.
Yeah.
That's why I've been keeping track.
So you kept
That's
track.
the only reason why I have a petted paper.
Hey Nelson, if you keep track, 10 people.
Well, guys, it turns out if you almost exactly Alsahir guessed the entire evil team, some of them might vote for you. Who'd have thought it? Alright, here we are on night 2. Looks like Lachlan is just getting ready to run it.
I'm like, who's got a notepad? There's only one guy.
Here we go, waking up the demon. I have no idea what character he's going to pick, but we're about to find out. And I will be very not surprised if that character is Alsahir. Alright, let's see where that shroud goes.
Honestly, that's a gift. I would have just been like, thank God, I don't have to keep track anymore.
Yeah.
How many files?
Well,
Okay, looks like Lachlan's not got any death shrouds. So he's flipped it upside down. We are consummate professionals. Okay, we're getting a runner to send him some death shrouds right now. In the meantime, Flower Girl wakes up and gets a yes. That is, of course, correct information, despite the fact that he is the marionette. Because if he were to get a no, he would immediately learn that something was amiss. So that's a smart call. Where's he going to go next? Looks like he's going to Undertaker. It has to be. It's the only thing left. But no Undertaker because no one was executed. So that's an extremely short night. I guess he's just going to waste a little bit of time. Here we go. Looks like he's ready.
Good morning, everyone. You awake to find that Patters died in the night.
I don't want to be the savant anyway.
I'm the ogre when I'm supposed to kill marionettes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
No worries. You don't have to bluff anymore.
You say it now, it's a possibility.
Evan, would you like to chat?
Sure, let's go.
I was thinking of it.
Sure.
No, I don't believe so. Yeah, let's go.
Alright, kids, we've got some death shrouds now. We now have an entire copy of Blood on the Clocktower with us at ClocktowerCon. Let's flip over to a chat. Where shall we go? Shall we? Yeah, there we go.
Sitting alone with another player. Today we've got Alex. Last time I was with Jono, and he's like, I could be a range of characters.
Not a lot. So you're both claiming Alcahir?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that just a hard claim or for the
I
day?
think he's my pixie, so I'm not too fussed about it. After like 8 people voted on Theo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably good. I don't know what Jams is, but you're probably the
The
pixie. and
Alcahir,
that's
I
fine.
said that.
Sure.
Not the
You're the
pixie.
pixie,
Not the
Elsa here,
pixie.
whatever.
Nope.
I mean, Evan said that someone else was claiming their role too, so we can only have one
badass
pixie
thing.
between those two.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm just the actual Alcahir, so.
Well, so am I.
It would be a double claim between Theo and the other person, if anything.
Well, Jams, but that's fine.
Who
Who did you pick, Les?
Well, Jams, right? Yeah, what's happening with you?
I'm not going to say who I picked. I've told the
Interesting.
person. I didn't pick either of you.
Okay. That's handy. I
feel like I can sort of figure out who else you also didn't pick. Yeah, but it doesn't leave that many people.
And I got a yes tonight.
Okay, but I think everybody voted yesterday.
Exactly. So I don't think if you're the High Priestess, you would have seen me. I don't think I am the most important role.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Matt to finish his conversation.
At least we didn't beat around the bush this time, and we're both telling the truth.
I am starting information.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think it's probably along the Nelson way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This I think I trust both of you.
Are you Pixie Investigator? That'd be sick.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I think I trust both of you.
Sure.
We should kill Nelson.
I think we should kill Nelson.
I think so.
At the very least, he's a minion, and we can get rid of that harpy business.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed that there wasn't an execution at all yesterday with Undertaker on the script, but here's what it is.
Does that feel like a lift off Theo to everyone else? Or?
I mean,
It
it
did
kind of
when,
was.
when the last vote happened. I was like, oh jeez, like, because I was like the third hand up, and I was like, oh, is this gonna beat 6? I don't know. And then I think Nelson voted to tie. Was he the 6th?
No,
right
it was
before?
a tie on. Oh,
I was not the 6th vote on that. So I think Nelson must have been the 6th vote on
because
it.
we were asking Evan to vote, so we got 7 onto Laz.
Oh,
Okay.
that was on Laz. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I think if Theo is the Oho.
Well, I no longer have marionette information.
No,
That's
but
just
if Theo was the Oho, would he kill me immediately, and we'd have this conversation about whether he's the demon?
if you're legitimate Swan.
Yeah.
You may have just named Swan thinking you were bluffing something else.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Amazing.
How are we feeling about atheists?
No one's claimed it, as far as I'm aware.
I haven't heard it.
But it's a storyteller killing the savant immediately in an atheist game so they can get out savant's information. Seems like it could be the vibe.
Yeah, it does.
I will wait for an
Check out a
atheist
bit.
claim though first.
Yeah.
I think that'll be it.
Okay, cool.
All right, brilliant.
Good chat.
Good chat, Gary.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you or Laz are the Undertaker, and even if Nelson is the Pixie, then that confirms who I am because they've been claiming Flower Girl. So I want to execute him anyway.
Yeah,
so we
fair.
should target Nelson.
That makes sense.
Is my thinking.
Yep. All right. That sounds
Ha
good.
ha ha! We've done it. We've got a plan. Solved. Yes. All right. Good. Right.
What do we call this? Because you know how in NRB there's like the washerwoman's,
Yeah.
the
This is the Roundhouse building.
the flower, the flower girl's fancy.
It's clearly the Kangaroo's clubhouse.
Yeah, the banshee's bedroom.
Alright, so if we trust Patters' information,
That there's a noble ping, or what was the other one?
that there's no outsiders in play.
Yes.
Theo and James think it's basically a seamstress between us. Like a seamstress know that we can't be on the same team if Patters' information is true. So I wanted to see how you felt about Patters' stuff and if you...
If Patters' information is true, why would that mean that you and I are not on the same team?
Because I'm claiming an outsider.
Yeah.
So if there's an outsider in play, then there is...
A godfather.
Well, then there is the noble ping, And I think people are thinking, well, James and
Well,
you are thinking that they're both good, but it could just be.
Well,
one
if
of
you're
them
the
isn't.
ogre, then the noble ping doesn't make any sense
Why not?
because it's false.
Yeah.
So that information is rubbish.
No, because it's that there's no outsiders, or that the thing is true. So if the outsiders is false, then the thing has to be
but
true.
if what you're saying is true, that you are the ogre, then the noble ping is false, correct?
The savant info was that there's no outsiders in play.
Yes.
So there
then
being
there
outsider
are no
makes it- yeah.
outsiders in play.
Yeah.
So then, in that case, that would be false.
Mhm.
So the true thing would be the noble ping.
Yeah.
So why would we be?
Well, both of them are believing that each other are good right now, it seems.
Okay.
They're both hard claiming us are here.
Okay, we are about to finish the day phase. We're back to the wide now, according to my partner next to me. I don't know what that means. I assume it's TV talk.
Spoke a bit too loud.
He spoke a bit too loud. Okay. Also, if literally nobody can join or leave Twitch right now, we'll remain on exactly 555 viewers, which is very satisfying. So that'd be great if you can all just stay where you are, but not let anyone else in. All right, back to the town square.
There is an outsider in play. Was the other statement? Was it that there's
Hello,
no
everyone.
outsiders?
Welcome back.
That would
Welcome back to the town square. I cannot help but notice that you did not kill yesterday. The butler's good name is on the line here. What are you doing?
Well, if you'd made it like a dreamer or something, maybe we would have executed.
Anyway, nominations are now open.
I'll just reiterate the savant information. So people got it. One are Theo, Jams, and Nelson are evil, or there are no outsiders. I believe there is probably an outsider in play, even though there was role swappy things happening, and I do unfortunately believe that Nelson is giving off minion vibes, mostly because Nelson is a minion.
In that case, there would be an outsider, sure.
Yeah,
That's
and
fine.
there's a drunk as well. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's Harpy.
Or James could be lying that not James. Sorry.
Laz.
What's her name?
Laz.
Laz is lying that she's an ogre.
Sure.
They might be. I nominate Nelson.
All right. Nelson has been nominated. Why?
Nommy nom 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 nommy nom nom.
Right.
Nelson, what have you got to say to that? What is there to say?
I don't know. Just a flower girl with a yes, but I'm willing to split the vote.
All right. I am taking votes on Nelson, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 votes. Nelson is currently slated for execution. But can be beaten, can be tied. Are there any more nominations?
Shano, who's the other side of the investigator thing?
Sorry?
Who's the other side of the investigator?
Me.
Oh, what's the real investigator info?
So between here and here was the harpy.
You did vote on that, right?
The harpy.
Yeah, I was hopping that yesterday.
Right. Okay. Sure.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. No, yeah.
That was our main discussion, but you know.
Yeah, but like, Jono.
Yeah, it's fine.
I talked to you the entire time, day one. Well, nearly. Most of it.
I refute that. I'm not being dragged down with you.
Fair enough.
We chatted in town, that's for sure.
Has anyone claimed that they were Harpy Mad day one?
Jono.
Yeah, I was hopping mad at Paris.
Okay.
Second call for nominations.
Alex, have you shared what's going on publicly? Do you want to? I don't know. It might be useful.
I've shared two people I've
Who
Okay,
did you
okay.
learn last night?
learned. Matt, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him today.
So that seems like a really strange name to learn.
I don't think so, given what we did yesterday and what he's claiming. Perhaps we should be doing things.
Maybe. One could get that.
Nelson
pretty close,
nominates Matt.
Nelson nominates Matt.
Natural inclination. Other side of the investigator ping, also minion panic.
Fair enough. Well, I'm the Undertaker. I'm not sure if you know me from my WrestleMania appearances. I had a pretty good streak for a couple of years. But functionally, that's exactly who I am. I don't actually think I'm a very good kill, and I personally really want to stress the minion panic. I want to turn up the heat and just see how Nelson cooks for the rest of town. But anyway, no more defense.
All right. 5 ties it, 6 beats it. Taking votes on Matt, starting now.
That's why I think
1.
Why the High Priestess was sent to Matt, because we didn't execute.
2.
Execute, please.
2
so
votes.
we can do something with this ability.
Is not enough. Are there any more nominations?
Maybe. I think to me it just feels more strange that the High Priestess gets to see the Undertaker who learned nothing.
Exactly.
Like, would that be the most useful?
I'll nominate Kira.
All right, Kira has been nominated. Why?
I don't necessarily think that Kira is evil, but I do think Kira has incorrect information. So if we have an Undertaker, she's probably a good person for us to gain more information from killing.
Oh, look, I am first night. I don't mind dying, but I am good, so take that into account.
All right. Taking votes on Kira, 5 is the number needed, starting now.
I didn't think it was that bad of an accusation.
I think I'm just scared of
1.
trying it again.
Yeah. After the 6 tie yesterday,
That's
quite
my
feasible.
flower girl info was going to be pretty crap anyway.
I am closing the day.
I would like to, Alice, here guess, please. I would like to guess Kira as the demon, Matt as a minion, and Evan as a minion, please.
Cool.
I will also here guess the same thing.
Saying I'm not in the Alcahir picks.
No, not this time.
Well, that's why it's not working.
I'm closing the day in
Nelson,
5, 4,
Not yet.
3, 2,
Give me a sec.
1. Nelson,
Oh.
you're giving off minion vibes apparently.
Yeah.
Your minion panic has failed as you are executed and you die.
And the game is over.
The game is not. Everyone goes.
Nice try.
So thematically, is the good team defending the butler?
Oh yeah,
Or
my
are we
Scarlet
using-
Woman. Oh yeah.
now I want to.
Okay, this is interesting. So they've really done the evil team a favour there by killing the Banshee. That Banshee would have been a problem. And interestingly now, what we have is a Shugenja pointing in the direction of a pixie and their grandmother, and then the next 3 players are the entire evil team, if we don't count Nelson, and then the person that the pixie saw. So that's going to make for a real interesting conundrum. Looks like our demon is choosing who to kill. And he really needs to get rid of that Alcahir, I think. But I wouldn't be surprised if he picks Undertaker. It's also a good choice. Looks like we're about to find out. And yep, taking out that Undertaker. To be fair, that's a smart choice. It's unfortunate for the evil team that Undertaker has a pixie. But still, that's one person out of the way, I guess. At least the Oho had agency. And we're now going to presumably see the Flower Girl get woken up.
Like challenging the town to get your fire.
Yeah.
That's
what
I don't hate that.
I want to see like if you had the smugness of someone.
That's what
Oh, I can do that.
like
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can totally do that.
Exactly.
My whole philosophy in Clocktower
I'm happy
is
to.
not
I, like,
exactly
I
play
don't really know
chaotically,
what we had to say.
but keep me
I don't have
guessing.
anything.
Like just be
Yeah.
capable
I
of
have
anything.
Alright.
Game theory optional.
Sure, if you want to
Got to do
talk to us,
like
that's fine.
'Cause I also-
occasional random for the sake of random is
like,
great.
I'll talk as well.
Because
but
I
it's like-
also
Okay, our Pixie Taker just learned something, presumably, yep, the Banshee.
Yep.
Yeah, if,
Like
you,
sometimes
if you
if
have a
I'm-
history of doing it, it means the door is always open to you being good. You know.
And lastly, we have our Marionette, who learns a yes.
I do think it's more likely you're good now, but I think there was just a confluence.
I actually don't know if that is the truth or a lie. we're spinning a few plates here, guys, but I'm sure one of the more attentive members of chat can confirm for us whether or not that was misinformation.
Morning, everyone. You awake to find that Laz died in the night.
Oh,
Great.
Ogre.
do you want to share what you are?
I'm the Undertaker.
Oh.
Yeah, we should kill that.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's chat.
Can we talk with you?
Yeah.
I want to talk with you first. Talk with you second.
I want to talk
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want to talk with her. Well,
The high priestess
Alright,
information
I'll
makes
take that.
no
Nine,
sense.
Okay. If Hatters wants to come too,
The
that's actually
first
fine.
one was pretty strong.
Do you trust Hatters?
Yeah, but then why?
Well, then it's the
Kira,
person who matters.
based on what you know, do you think it makes sense for a high priestess to have seen
Gotcha.
Matt on night 2?
Who's going to be with me on episode
No, I don't.
3?
Do you want to go chat?
The show is cancelled. Bye.
Oh, you're just saying
Let's
here.
just stay here and chat. I'm happy to chat with you.
Can I?
Alright.
Okay. I was like, based on what I know from you,
Ooh,
And
that's
the
spicy.
only people who didn't vote yesterday were you.
Well, I was that.
Yes.
The pixie. And now I am the Undertaker. And our illustrious storyteller last night showed me the Banshee.
The Banshee.
Yeah, which is very weird.
That is weird. I mean, maybe they. But on an Oho script, claiming Flower Girl doesn't get you killed as Banshee.
But it's only so the Undertaker. It's each night which character died by execution.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's going to be Nelson.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Nelson was claiming Flower Girl, which is an odd claim. Like normally that might get the demon to kill you,
But I think
the Oho can't choose to kill Nelson to try and kill the Flower Girl. They have to, you know.
Yeah, true. So anyway, I just want to have a quick chat with you. So that's apologies for trying to get you killed, but I
Okay,
was basically
so-
the pixie from the get-go.
Then Jams and Theo are both claiming Elsa here, and they were thinking there's a pixie happening there.
Yeah, I'm happy to come out today and just say, yeah, flat out I was the pixie. But the issue is now I'm the Undertaker, in which case
Well, no, you're still the pixie.
yeah,
but
the demon is basically just going to say, kill the pixie, and then I'm dead.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the problem. Can you instead just say, no, you were lying the entire time trying to die, and just say, you were the Banshee?
I would have been announced.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, fair. I'm trying to figure out a way for me to maintain being the Undertaker without being outed as the pixie, because that means I'll still get every night information. And I understand that you don't obviously trust me in that. But
No,
the issue
no.
is if I come out as the pixie, I'm just going to be flat out dead straight away. Because then,
Potentially not. I think there's suspicion on you because we've got a lot of double claims happening.
yeah, that's fair. Well, hence why I really want to have a chat with Nelson as well. So anyway, I don't want to cut the. I'm sorry to cut this short, but yeah, I just wanted to say that's exactly why. So yeah.
Well, like, I would assume they'd pick me as being the target.
I think certainly yesterday.
Because no one else really picked anyone else as being evil but me.
Yeah.
We're gonna break the couch.
The couch. My goodness.
Just
So what
to
did,
make it more interesting.
yeah, we've got to spice
Yep.
up the stream.
Yeah.
So what did you want to tell me?
Oh, well, it's kind of resolved now. Kira is claiming to be the grandmother who has seen Matt as not the Undertaker, and she told me that right away. So when Matt was claiming Undertaker, I was quite suspicious.
Right.
But Matt is, we think, the Pixie Undertaker, because she saw Pixie, and he was claiming Undertaker pretty...
Well, then what's going on with you?
Well, you're my Pixie, right?
No, you're
I'm not
my
the Elsa
pixie.
here. But I'm happy claiming Elsa here for now, because...
Sure. Are you the Sarah Novus by chance?
Are you Sarah Novus Matt?
No,
What?
but if you're not the Elsa here...
Wait, are you Sarah Novus
No,
Matt?
I'm the Elsa here. What are
Well,
you?
I'm the Elsa here. No,
Well, no, you're
I'm
not.
just messing with you. No, I'm not the Elsa here. I've told Patters what I am.
Do you want to tell me?
What are your reads right now?
I think Matt and Kira are evil together. I think it's pretty... Like, Matt was claiming Undertaker and seemed pretty locked in, and then the High Priestess gets the Undertaker when the Undertaker didn't get any information. It's kind of strange. And then after that has to get bailed out by another evil player, is sort of my vibe. I think Nelson's almost certainly good. I don't know why he's still claiming Flower Girl. He might be Sarah Nova's mad, but like that was so easy to get votes on Nelson.
Yeah.
I think Evan's good. Alex is good. I think Laz is evil with...
Laz just died at night, though.
True, you're so right. And it's probably Jono. But then why would Jono frame me though?
And why does the High Priestess get 2 evils in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did High Priestess learn tonight?
I don't know what night 3 was, but
Okay,
night,
sure.
Night 2 was, yeah, you know what night 1 and 2.
It's probably
Which is
you
weird.
then. I think that's just where the evil team is. I think so far it's.
I mean,
Matt
do you
and
think
Kira.
I've been like playing like an evil player?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like process of elimination, I trust everyone.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I share most of your reads with some question on the High Priestess.
Yeah, High Priestess could be able to.
Yeah.
That could make sense.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about the what's it called information, because I do think, right, if if Kira and Matt were evil together, the three of us went for a chat all together first thing.
Yeah.
And Kira said grandmother, Matt said Undertaker, and we have to go.
Yes, that's right. Get back to the town square, you scrubs.
It's because you were double claiming Matt, who I learned the day before.
I feel like it would make more sense to learn Matt today, though.
But I learned Matt the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might just be a person who's Harpy mad, the Harpy, and then the person who they're double claiming.
Do we have any indication for drum?
No, it's quite hard.
Yeah, it's quite hard to see in this script.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
don't think so.
me.
I think we don't have
If it's me, then it's Theo or
Because I think
I agree.
people know
Alex.
better.
Yep. But
Welcome back to the town square, everyone. There are 7 players left alive. Are there any nominations?
Hey Nelson, are you the pixie?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay,
alright. Can someone nominate Jono, please?
Sure. What is your reasoning for wanting to kill Jono?
The investigator ping, I think, is complete garbage.
I don't know. I actually think Matt's evil.
I have
Matt's evil.
Yeah.
I have information to believe that.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
What information is that?
I have reason to believe Matt is good there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm loving all the.
No, so.
Oh, yeah,
so,
I
can't tell if he's pretending that.
No,
Harpy's
Matt
still
has a
alive.
piece of information that I don't think he could otherwise have.
Does he now?
I'm happy for that. Yeah.
I think it's he's claiming Undertaker, right? So he knows Nelson's role, which is not the role Nelson had claimed all game.
Okay, and Nelson confirmed that was true.
Nelson told me first, and
Yeah.
I guess he's confirming it.
So this, this is either the real Undertaker or evil coordination. Like,
yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Could I please also hear guess? Jono as the demon with Alex and Evan as the minions.
Jono, Alex, and Evan.
These also here guesses. What is going on?
What's going on?
Because I'm the Undertaker and the Oho picked the Undertaker.
Yes. That's problematic.
I don't think
I
it is.
agree.
Yeah.
That's
Unless we got a pixie situation, in which case, if you are the pixie, you can fess up now. You don't have to.
No, I'm 100% the Undertaker. I don't know what Laz is talking about.
Horrifying.
I will, however, nominate Kira.
All right. Kira has been nominated. Why?
Kira's been my wife for about 13 years, and I really want to make this super awkward, staying us in a cabin together. So I just want to kill her on a stream, Figure out why not. So bang.
All right. What have you got to say?
Look, I actually think this is a good idea because I've realised there's a few people I've told now who I actually do think is evil. I'm the grandmother and I saw Matt as my grandchild, and I would prefer me to die today and not to have a double kill overnight because I think PP's claiming pretty loud what he is.
All right. Taking votes on Kira, starting now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 votes.
Right, who is that 5?
All the people I guess just the evil
Everyone
team
except
plus
Nelson. Yeah,
these
okay.
two.
Is currently enough. Are there any more nominations?
In case the real flower girl wants to talk to me.
We're not going to lift that, are we?
So we've currently got the Flower Girl double claim resolved, but we've still got Undertaker and the Elsa here.
Oh, there actually was a flower
We're
girl
not
double
in
claim.
We're not in a double claim. That's
I would not worry about the Elsa.
That's been resolved. Okay.
There's actually a flower girl double
Yeah,
claim.
if the Oho wants to know which one of us is the real Elsa here, they can just say Elsa here in the night, and then one of us will die.
Yep.
I am closing the day.
It will be me.
In
I'll
5.
say here, guess Evan is the demon and Jono and Alex are the minions.
Okay, registered.
I've been in so many Elsa here guesses.
Jesus Christ.
4, 3.
I'll nominate Jono.
All right, Jono has been nominated.
I don't really think it'll go through, but I do think the 3 people in both Elsa here's guesses are quite a viable evil team, one in which there's 3 evil players alive. And so I'd prefer to punch into that today because I think we're already risking evil being able to outvote the good team.
All right, Jono.
I've been investigated the whole time. I didn't hear of anyone potentially being Harpy mad now that Nelson's dead. I think that there's a strong chance that both Nelson and Matt are on the same team, but this will help confirm by getting rid of a grandmother who's backing up that team.
All right.
Yeah, happy to die. I don't think we should vote because it's 5.
Taking votes on Jono, starting now.
If you didn't vote on the other one, you might as well not vote for Flower Girl.
What flower girl?
I mean,
one.
So that's so suspicious. That's so suspicious.
Oh, is there someone who... Oh, but you're evil. I don't care.
I am closing the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are executed. Yep. And you die. And the game continues. Everyone go to sleep.
Now, Weekend Away gets very old.
I mean, Jam's voting there might have saved my life at night, so that's cool.
No, the Flower Girl's getting such good info, everyone.
No.
They're gonna die at night. Oh, what a shame.
Elsa here, more like Elsa near. Am I right? Am I right, lads? I can't believe how close these are. The Oho really needs to take that Elsa here out. Having said that, the Pixie's a danger, so maybe kill Pixie. I also would possibly consider killing my Marionette at this point, because if both your neighbours are dead and the good team suspect there's a Marionette in play, you are less likely to be the demon in their mind. But I guess we're about to find out who the demon has picked. And let's have a little look at this grimoire. Who's dead, Lachlan? Put a shroud down, brother. There we go. Well, that one died during the day. What have we got at night? Any minute now. No.
I think that may have been a miss.
Oh, perhaps it was a miss. Is he taking his time to figure out who he wants to kill?
Oh, he's coming to chat to you.
Oh, he's coming. Okay, he's coming through here. Looks like we're going to have a little chat. I'll be right with you.
Okay. I get it. Tomorrow I will guess Patters is a dead demon and someone is an alive demon.
I don't want to live in that world because I think that means we've already lost, because I don't think there's enough
I
information.
think in that world, like, I would rather currently kill into worlds where there's
Correct,
3
yeah.
evils alive,
Yeah.
because that's quite a concern.
Because we might still be overlapping with Patters as the demon world.
Yeah. As for an Elsa here guess in the event that an Oho jumps, are you required to guess?
Hello, Ben.
Hello. Have you come through here to get the advice of an expert? Because
That's true.
I'm afraid you're out of luck then, because I'm a bit of a dummy.
Gutting. Well, I actually do have quite a tricky decision to make right now. So I think going into today, the evil team was in a lot of trouble. I think that this investigator bluff of Harpy on, I believe, this player and this player? No, not that player. This player and this player, the Pixie and the Banshee, was breaking apart for the Scarlet Woman. I think that people have cottoned on to the oddness of the High Priestess getting its particular picks. And I think that people are also sus of Evan, the Flower Girl Marionette. I think that they actually had enough time to kill all 3 of the evil players if they are able to whip the votes. I think that these 3, so Patters, Theo, and Jams, have really kind of caught onto it. However, they didn't. They killed the grandmother instead. However, what has happened is that the Oho has selected Flower Girl. Now, they didn't select Marionette, they selected Flower Girl, which means it's our choice whether to kill, well, who to kill, basically.
This is interesting because, first of all, how do we, as storytellers, interpret that? Does that mean that they want to kill their Marionette? If so, we should probably honour it. I actually think that that Evan dying right now would give the demon some legitimacy. Which, because if people suspect there's a Marionette, they're going to look at people whose neighbours are still alive. But I also am acutely aware that the Elsa here has had near misses every day. They're kind of scary at the moment, so I would consider bouncing it off onto that. But nevertheless, it is a miss, and right now we have 3 goods and 3 evils alive. So I would just about err on the side of killing Evan.
I'm actually considering killing no one. I know it's an unusual choice. I think that killing Evan ultimately is probably going to be a bit it's gonna put these two in a difficult spot. I think he probably aimed to kill Evan though. It's really tough.
I like that actually because it maintains the status quo. It lets everyone know that the Oho missed.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of gets something out of that. It keeps the game balanced as is. So yeah, actually, I think that's a pretty good idea. I 100% would be on board with that.
All right. I think I'll do that. This is still incredibly dangerous. I think that's the most neutral choice. If the demon wants to kill a marionette in future, they're able to. There are 6 players on the board, which means still, I think 2 executions as base.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty happy with that choice. This was quite good for the good team, I think. Undertaker, Pixie confirming the Banshee. The net is closing, but I think in not killing another evil player today, I think this could go either way.
Okay, cool. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legend. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go.
Thank you so much, Ben.
It feels like such an Emperor's New Clothes moment.
Well, they even went so far as the ref went out of the ring. Yippee! The ref went out of the ring, as if the 2 combatants are fighting outside of the ring.
Yeah.
And then he's moving the crowd along, and they're going upstairs. And the ref's actually acting as if the 2 opponents flew off the 2nd floor balcony. And there's these 6 other refs on the bottom who fall over as if the wrestlers have landed on them.
I mean, full credit to the commitment of the bid.
It was entirely fully committed, and that's what made it work.
Did he took the ref bump?
Which one?
Oh no, did the ref pretend to get hit? Yeah.
Invisible Stan or Invisible Man?
Good morning, everyone. You awake to find that no one died in the night. What a happy day.
Oho miss. Interesting.
Can Oho miss?
Yeah.
Storyteller chooses.
They could
It's an auto charge, right?
Okay.
They could have chosen someone that was already dead.
Yeah, so if a dead player's lying about their role, they could have chosen
Nelson. Yeah, they could have chosen Nelson's role.
That is interesting.
Alex.
I think that's
you
more
wanna
likely than a miss.
I agree. I think a miss kills a farmer or an Oho.
Or somebody who's not got good information.
I agree.
Like an investigator.
One of us two?
Yeah.
Sure.
At some point I want to have a chat with Theo.
No, death is strange.
So Pattis, can we talk?
Yes.
Let's go that way. Anyone else?
Yeah, outside of the
I mean, we're both alive. We should stay and talk.
Sure thing, Mr. Definitely Not Evil.
I don't know where this narrative is coming from. I mean, all the else here guesses. Nothing has happened. There's actually nothing pointing at me, but people are starting to say things like, well, of course Evan's evil, which is what the evil team does when there's a frame job. You start repeatedly framing something as definitively true. James is like, oh, Evan's evil, I'm not worried about that.
You're currently in my most likely evil world, in which...
But on what basis?
You and Theo, based on your voting to get Theo off the block, is what I'm pushing for the rest of the town.
Theo... When was on day 1?
So was Nelson actually a pixie?
I don't think I voted to get Theo off the block.
I think you were the 6th vote. At least that's what I'm saying.
No, I could have been the 7th vote on Laz, and I chose not to.
Alright.
But at the time, you were telling me I was a marionette. You were telling me I was a marionette, and Laz was on the block.
I see.
And so I'm like, I'm not going to be the 7th vote when I've just been told I'm a marionette on the player sitting next to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes me look particularly evil on balance.
Okay.
Yep. So what Jams did yesterday was hella suspicious. There were 5 clear votes on Kira, and knowing there's a flower girl in play, she makes a junk nomination.
Yes.
And is the only vote on it. And I got a yes last night.
I am starting to think that the noble information... It could be both of these, because I think the Al-Sahir claim has been very... And either they're nowhere close and the vibes are wrong, or they're probably both evil.
But Pat, as your savant info, wasn't it 1
of the three are evil?
I think it's a false statement, and 2 of the 3 are evil.
I've been harpy mad, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think there is a harpy.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Alex's information
also doesn't make any sense at all.
Doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
And Matt got Nelson's role.
Yeah.
So unless he's drunk, he's come up as a townsfolk.
Do you think that Nelson's role is the sort of thing that an Oho might have said last night?
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Not at all.
Like a farmer or banshee type thing? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's even more interesting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's what Matt gave me. I went and talked to him. You know how I was saying to you?
Yeah.
As soon as I say it to him, he's going to be like, you're like, it's exactly what happened. And it's finally, there's documented
No, but I
evidence
trust
of
it because he said Undertaker in such a way that it did feel like madness, and we both...
Okay, some of you might have noticed that our storyteller forgot to wake up Evan. Some of you also might have noticed that Evan very quickly ran away from the sofa and off-screen had got his information. So he got given a yes, just so you're all aware. Tiny ST mistake, very quickly resolved. Back to the action.
Yeah, please do.
Welcome.
Okay.
We think that, I mean, unless you have something to disprove it, I do think the 3 people that we guessed yesterday is my most likely world. In some form of demon minion. I don't know who's where.
Sure, I could see that. What role did you see Matt as?
I saw him, I've been pretty open about it. He was the pixie.
Okay, sure.
And that's what I was starting to tell you at the end of yesterday, was that we came into the room, the 3 of us.
So that's maybe
Matt
fine,
said
then.
Undertaker, and then, yeah, that's what I think, is Matt said
Okay.
Undertaker, and then Matt left the 2 of us, and Kira turned to me and said, I didn't see him as the Undertaker.
Yeah, sure. So Laz dies at night,
Laz
and then
dies at
immediately
night,
gains the
and then
Undertaker ability.
immediately-
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
immediately
can get
gets
behind
Undertaker,
that.
and he confirms Nelson.
Yes.
But
okay, sure.
Why is the what's it called? Why is the thingy High Priestess seeing the pixie on day 2 when he doesn't have an ability? Why is the High Priestess seeing the investigator?
Well, the High Priestess.
We've all been told to up our volume too.
Oh, right.
Yes, there we go.
You've been told to talk to me then. Goodness. Oh, sorry, go on.
Which would make sense if you're the flower girl who's had their information hidden for a while.
I'm the flower girl. I've gotten a yes every night. On day 1, everyone voted.
Yep.
On day 2, the only living players who didn't vote were you and Theo. So that clears, if I'm getting correct information, it clears you and Theo from being the demon. Yesterday, I got another yes. The only living player who didn't vote was Theo. But Jams... Jams made a junk nomination. And made sure they were the only vote on it. So it's like, okay, that looks pretty bad.
All right.
So I'm out of breath because I ran between rooms. Go on.
That's right. Super quick. In terms of the circle going out, so we've got Laz as Undertaker. This is the information I've been able to put together so far. Laz as Taker. You as potential as Flower Girl. So we're going to take that as rote. You got Self as High Priestess. Nelson's Banshee. Jono is a bit of a question mark. Kira last night I saw as the grandmother. And then after that, obviously, me as Pixie, now Taker.
Yeah.
Question mark on Jams, question mark on Theo, potential Savant. So I think Jams is going to be the
Let's
play.
do Jams, yeah.
Done.
Sick.
Let's kick out Jams.
James and Theo, right?
No,
wait.
because they would be good in that world.
So Nelson, have you publicly
Aren't you
claimed
saying he's
what
the
you
marionette?
confirmed as?
No.
And you say Kira is the marionette's grandmother, so it would be James?
No, to Matt would be the demon side.
Matt would be the demon, okay.
Hey, Evan.
Hi. I've been running between rooms because it amuses me, but now I'm out of breath. Like, for a talking game.
For me.
So good.
Yeah, okay.
Who did you get today?
Interesting. Cool.
I would like to start by saying, if people think there are evil vibes on me from day 1, it's because I chose not to be the 7th vote on Laz when I'd just been told I was potentially a marionette. So I don't think that necessarily looks especially evil.
Oh, I don't think that's why I'm suspicious of you.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, I think we have 3 evil alive, and it's probably Evan, Jono, and Alex in some combination. So I'm gonna guess that Alex is the demon, and Jono and Evan are minions.
Alex is the demon.
I think we should be breaking up these two.
Yeah. Thank you. Theo.
Yeah,
because the good team has immediately won!
Oh my god, the look on Evan's face. Everybody, can we get a close up on Evan's face right now?
Very nice.
Oh no!
Oh no, Evan, are you the marionette?
Yes!
Welcome to the evil team!
Well, you probably definitely know a lot of the configuration already, but we had Patters as the savants. We had Theo as the Alsahir. We had Jams as the Shugenja, who learned that away. We had Matt as the Pixie, who learned Undertaker. We had Kira as the Grandmother, who learned Pixie.
Oh, very good. Awkward to make my wife the grandmother, but
you can resolve that later.
Back to the Future sort of vibes.
We had Jono, the Scarlet Woman.
Hello.
Oh, wow. Well, that's very tricksy. We had Nelson, the Banshee.
Oh, Nelson.
We had Alex, your starting and final Oho. We had Evan, your marionette.
You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. Don't tell me until I need to know. Yeah. I was like,
did you believe
hard
you were
pilled
good?
good team and targeting other people. You did nothing wrong. That was it.
And we have Laz, your Undertaker. And that was your game of anonymous dishonesty. Well done, good team.
Why was there a night of no death? What happened?
The Oho
that,
chose the
don't
flower
tell me
girl.
till I need to know.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, well done.
I almost decided to kill the Alsahir that night, but it would have cut off the world where...
We were going to start
Oh,
executing
that
it
makes
to
sense
them.
to try and build a world where we were evil together.
yeah, that was exactly what we had just decided on because I trusted.
Yeah, we were like, we're killing James.
I trusted Evan. I trusted Evan pretty hard because he trusted Alex. So
Yeah.
I've just in that room back there. I was like, okay, all of my
Yeah,
information's
yeah,
here.
we
I
were-
was
we
just
were about to
conspiracy
come back
theories
to
That
that.
would have been
That
very
was so
valid for
good.
us because
Yeah.
we had a whole conversation going, no, I think mechanically that has to be the three evils. So let's just keep guessing combinations of those three players.
Wow.
Yeah, glad you lived.
Yeah.
Wait. So you were the who was? Who
I was the Shugenja pointing that
that's
way,
right.
and I
That thing
think
I
it's
forgot.
fun to claim not what you are in an Oho script.
Yeah.
So, but I my first conversation happened to be with Kira and Matt, and Matt immediately goes, "I'm the Undertaker," and then he leaves, and Kira goes, "I didn't see him as the Undertaker," and I was just like, "Well, if they're evil together, this makes no sense." So socially, I really trusted them, and then with my info, and I trusted Laz a lot, especially when we found out that Matt was the Pixie. So I was like, well, literally with Shugenja, like that's the only possible team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Good job.
Yeah.
Well played. The Butler is safe.
Oh,
Save their good name. Give yourselves a round of applause. And you three, how dare you? How dare you?
I'll cake my upvotes.
I think we should also give a round of applause to an exceptional.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
90% of that was the coke, but well done.
It's my honor to contribute 10%. So, now I believe we roll into the release script. Very
something like
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, what's
little
the
bit of
time?
time.
Because
It's
I think we're so we're pretty
11:25.
early.
Okay.
I don't know. We're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this has been a fun game for you to watch. This is really fun.
Yeah. So I expect we'll probably take a quick break. I'm not too sure, but we will be back shortly. Maybe Will and I will do a Q&A about the con or something. We'll figure it out. But I think the next game starts at 12 o'clock, so we'll figure it out. Come back in about 30 minutes.
Half an hour.
30 minutes is when the next game starts. We'll find some content for the next 20 minutes or whatever. So sit tight and we'll get to it shortly.
Hello everyone, welcome back to me and this couch. We're going to take a short break now. Obviously, changing things around in person takes a little bit longer than it does on an online stream, so we're going to go for about 20 minutes. When we come back, we're going to have a brand new character. We're going to show you the brand new character, then we're going to show you it in action in a live game. So go make a sandwich, take a shower, walk the dog. We'll be back in about 20-25 minutes. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to ClocktowerCon Australia, where we're about to play our second and final game of this live stream. But before that happens, a couple of quick things. First of all, big shout out to Brad, Tom, and Dan, who are the techies that have made this possible. I think you'll all agree with me when I say this is a miracle, and it has been going swimmingly. And I'm very excited to see the second half of it. Also, just want to remind you all that the carousel will be on sale in, about 14 hours?
Wait, I know how time zones work. Yeah.
I'm just amazed that someone still owns a watch, honestly.
It is. It's 2 a.m. in Sydney, will be on sale, midnight in China, 9 a.m. in Los Angeles, noon on the east coast of the US, and 5 p.m. in the UK. July 4th.
There we go. Cool. All right. So, without further ado, let's reveal our last character from the carousel. It's a minion, and it is the Wraith, whose ability reads: you may choose to open your eyes at night. You wake when other evil players do. This minion is so much fun. Your immediate response upon reading that might be, this occupies a similar space to the Spy and the Widow, and in a sense it does, but what it loses in its inability to look inside the grimoire, it gains in its ability to have its eyes open when other evil players do and communicate with them by pointing. What am I rambling on for? Jams, you go. You know what to do.
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite characters in the game. It is an absolute game changer. So the Wraith can open their eyes at any point in the night. When the storyteller says at dusk, when they say, okay, everyone close your eyes and go to sleep, guess what? The Wraith doesn't have to do that. They can just keep on going. So the Wraith can open their eyes at any point for as long as they like, for as short as they like. They can open their eyes all the way. They can also try and peek. I've seen people kind of really try and just open their eyes a teeny tiny bit so they can get some information while trying to remain undetected. The storyteller will also explicitly wake the Wraith when other evil players are waking. This doesn't just include the starting evil team, the other minions, and the demon, but this also includes evil travelers, evil townsfolk, or when someone turns evil. So if the cult leader is joining the evil team, the Wraith will see them and know this. If the ogre has picked an evil player, the Wraith will be there to be like, hey, guess what? But the Wraith could also be messing with you if they just have their eyes open at that time. It gives so many possibilities. When several players have their eyes open at the same time, they can also communicate to each other, and this could be through hand signals, this could be through trying to mime what's going on. They also could, that's chat.
Don't mind me,
what's happening?
I'm playing Football Manager.
Oh yeah. The Ravenswood Bluff team going well. So yeah, the Wraith, they can talk, they can communicate at night. One of my favorite things, there's an app called Big that works on the iPhone. I'm pretty sure there are apps like this for any phone. Get an app like this, you can type messages, hold them up to the rest of your team, and use it to communicate in the night. It's amazing. For today, we're going to be playing this game obviously here in person, but online we've built some really, really cool functionality for the Wraith, and so you will be able to check that out starting next Wednesday. We'll be premiering that on the Wednesday Australia stream, which is at 7 p.m. Australia time, which is a gross time in the rest of the world, but you'll be able to see what it looks like online, and the app will be updated next week after we've done the reveal of what it looks like online. But back to this game in person. Importantly, if the Wraith is ever drunk or poisoned, they do not have the ability to open their eyes, so the storyteller will signal that to them by shaking their head no, saying, you don't have an ability right now, close your eyes. When the Wraith regains their ability, they will be told that they have regained their ability. Now, there are a couple of jinxes with the Wraith, and these are on, as I scroll down to them, the Marionette, the Magician, and the Alchemist. So for the Marionette, pretty simple. The Wraith does not wake with the Marionette because we want the Marionette to still have that belief, suspension of disbelief that they are, in fact, a good player and an evil player would not be woken. However, the Wraith can choose to open their eyes at any time, including when a Marionette is waking, which also is really fun because if you want to mess with somebody and convince them that they are your Marionette, you can just wake with them and be like, yeah, we're evil together. That's why I keep waking with you. What's the problem? For the Magician and the Alchemist, these both have similar jinxes. With the Magician, after the execution phase each day, the living Magician may publicly guess a player as the Wraith. If correct, the demon must target the Wraith that night. And similarly for the Alchemist, if the Alchemist has the Wraith ability, they don't, so the Alchemist can't open their eyes in the night. And after the execution phase each day, a living Alchemist may publicly guess a living player as the Wraith. And same deal, if they're correct, correct, the demon must choose the Wraith. So this is a little bit of an anti-jinx. Rather than have the Wraith ability, it's a way to disrupt the Wraith ability for those players. It's tested pretty fun, so we're excited to see what you all do with it. But yeah, I love the Wraith. I think it's fantastic. Similarly to what you said, you know, one of my favorite things I've had players go, but yeah, isn't it just the same as a spy? The spy doesn't see who the Raven Keeper's confirming. The spy doesn't see who the fortune teller's picking in the night. The spy especially can't take a selfie with everyone while they're sleeping. So, you know, Wraith it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to show it
It
to
is
you all.
particularly entertaining to be woken up as a good player and just have some dude staring at you from the other side of the circle.
Oh, that does remind me, there's one last important thing. There is one optional rule for the Wraith, which is let me get the exact text so I don't mess it up. Where did it go? Once per game, a player that is mad that you are the Wraith dies. So if you choose to use this optional rule, which we will be using today, you can give good players a little bit of a reason to not just come out and go, I saw Ben with his eyes open. So you can run this optional rule. It does tend to make things a little bit more balanced for that Wraith, gives the Wraith a little bit more power to just be less, you know, be more obvious about the fact that they've got their eyes open. But yeah, it's good with or without that rule. Still a lot of fun.
So I'm not just playing video games here. I actually have this open
what questions
to
do we
see
have?
some questions. I think the first and foremost, several people have asked about how we're going to implement this on the app.
Yes.
And so this is interesting because this is the first time we've had a character that, at least on face value, does not work in the app. So Brain and Co have come up with a rather innovative way to make it work in the app, and I'm going to let you tell them about it.
I'm really excited about this because this was a job that was fully delegated to me, which was terrifying. So the way that it works in the app is that players who are the Wraith will be able to access a whole new set of functionality just for the Wraith. So when you are the Wraith, when you get dealt the Wraith token, or when the storyteller assigns you the Wraith token, you will be able to open your eyes in the night. You can click a button that says open, and then you'll be able to see everything that essentially the storyteller would see. So you get those, if you've ever story told a game on the app, you can see those little eyes that appear whenever somebody has seen a message from the storyteller. You also have the option to click into those messages and explicitly read what's being sent. So if, for example, there is a fortune teller and you click on a message that fortune teller has seen, you don't know that they're the fortune teller, but you'll click and you'll see that the storyteller said pick 2 players, and then you can also see who the player picked, and then you'll see what the storyteller responded to that player. So any player who gets information in the night, you'll be able to click on those messages, meaning the storyteller will need to use the night cards to communicate with players. There's also an option called peak mode. I don't actually know what we named it for real, but that's what I called it when I was explaining it to Brain and saying, please program this for me. And so in peak mode, you can see that players are receiving messages, but you can't actually click into them and learn what they're getting, so you'll just know who is waking. And this is really nice because this exactly parallels the way that the Wraith can work in person. If you're a Wraith in person, you can open your eyes when the storyteller's walking around, and then as soon as the storyteller goes to wake someone up, you can go, okay, I close my eyes now so they're not going to see, but like I know Ben wakes, but I don't know what he is or what information he's getting. And so in peak mode, you get that type of information. Now, if you're in peak mode or eyes open mode as the Wraith, you have the power to send private text whispers to anyone in the circle. Super cool. This allows you to do the same type of coordination that evil players are able to do in person. So you can do unlimited private messaging by pressing the enter or return button on your computer to just open up private text with anyone. You can message literally anyone, so if you want to just mess with your friends on the good team, you can do that. If you want to actually plan things and pass bluff with evils, you can do that. And it does not show those little private message whisper envelopes when you're the Wraith specifically doing that, so you won't have to worry about being outed by an envelope flying across the circle to your evil teammate. Other things that are part of the Wraith functionality, importantly, obviously in person, if you open your eyes and a good player sees you, you might get caught. And this was the trickiest part to implement. And so the way that we've done this was that over, I would say probably a couple, like close to 100-ish games where we tested the Wraith, I tracked the games and figured out how often does a Wraith who is trying not to get caught actually get caught. Turns out it's not super often, but it does happen. And so what we did was we programmed some RNG into the app based off of the real life statistics of how often the Wraith gets caught. And so if you are in peak mode, you have a 0% chance of getting caught, because in real life, you wouldn't actually be seeing what information players are getting. Now, if you're in eyes all the way open mode and you're really engaging with that interaction, then every single time that the storyteller sends a message to a player, there's essentially an internal dice roll that happens on the back end of the app. And if that dice roll returns a number lower than a certain number, based on, again, the real life statistics of how this happens, then a message will appear that says, Ben saw this, or Wraith's name saw this. And then everyone who has access to that message, meaning the storyteller, you as the Wraith, and the player who received that message, will also see that little message that says, Ben saw this. And then they'll know 100%, okay, well, this person's the Wraith. Uh-oh, what do we do there? But it's pretty low. It's, again, based off of the real life chance of getting caught. And so it is, it's there, it's a risk. And in testing the Wraith online, we found that players did genuinely get more and more nervous that they would get caught in that way as the game went on. So we often saw players transitioning into that peak mode as the game went, because they were like, I still want the information and I definitely want to be coordinating with my fellow evils, but I can't risk getting caught this late in the game. So it does tend to mimic the feel of playing the Wraith in person pretty well. Obviously, it's not a perfect translation, but I'm really happy with how it's came out. It's been really, really fun to see how it works online, and hopefully you all have a ton of fun with it when you actually get to use it.
Cool, that's it. We're practically Hearthstone now. Right, shall we run a game? Shall we see this bad boy in action?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
All right. Cool. We haven't done the setup yet. Do I
No,
have
he's yours
to-
now.
No, I've
go
never
with
seen
it.
any
Let's
record of him
deal
in
there.
Where's Karen?
Hi, I'm Josh. I go by he, him.
Hi, I'm Ilana. I use she, her pronouns.
Hello, I'm Emerald, he and him.
Hello, I'm Bob.
Do we do the setup now?
Hey, I'm George. I go by he, him.
Danica,
No, we didn't
she,
build
her.
the gram yet.
Sam, he, him.
Okay.
Test of the morning.
So
she,
Ben
her.
and I come back to the couch.
Arrow, he, him.
Okay.
Karen, she, her.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Probably a good part, good. Yep. All right. Cool. Let's do a setup.
Okay.
So I think it would, as much as I was joking with everyone yesterday, and I was like, watch me not even put the Wraith in the bag because you're so sure it's good. We have to put it in.
Yeah.
We have to put it in. We
I
can't
think
not
we should
put it
just
in.
throw all the tokens in the air, and whichever ones land on us, we'll put in the bag.
Yeah. We'll put a Wraith in, and I think one of the best parts about the Wraith is the way that they can communicate with the other evil players.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put in a
Poisoner, definitely.
Cerenovus.
Oh,
as
Cerenovus,
well.
yeah, also
yeah,
good.
Yeah. I mean, this script is built around like everything, so it's a witch, a poisoner, a Ceri. It's such a good thing. And then I think I'd like to have a Vigor Mortis, because I think being able to kill the Wraith as an option is just so fun.
Yeah.
Such a good thing.
And in a 10-player game, the Vic
Yeah.
doesn't really have the...
Yeah, it doesn't remove an outsider because
so-
there aren't any anyways.
So we're all good.
And we can give an outsiders a bluff if we really want to, but I don't think we need to. And then we've got to pick some townsfolk for this game. I think Seamstress is really fun with Wraith, because if the Seamstress manages to catch the Wraith, then they can pick somebody who they explicitly know the alignment of. So I'm happy to put that in. Also, again, in a big game, that Seamstress might get poisoned, which can be nice. So we'll pop in a Seamstress. I think we'll leave Alcihir out, just because we already had a big Alcihir showing.
It's had its moment
It's
today.
had its moment. Surely let's grab an Oracle with that Vig. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then, let's see. Let's have a Balloonist.
Yeah.
They won't add an outsider, but I think it's nice to have, and that also can be quite strong if somebody does find the Wraith.
Yeah, it gives evil lots of opportunities to bluff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shall we throw a few Village Idiots in?
Let me see what else is in this bag potentially. I think I might chuck in a Librarian, and then they can get 0, which isn't shocking, but could be nice and balanced. And then let's see, let's get like a Shugenja and a High Priestess, and then we could do one Village Idiot and hope people bluff it.
Do it. I mean, it's always good because Village Idiot's always a bluff for evil. So
That's
putting
true.
one in, and then the baddies can potentially
And hope
make
that
them
they
look.
bluff it. Yeah, and they do have a Cerenovus in this game. I think what I'm slightly worried about is with the Librarian 0, but they can be, yeah.
It could be
they'll
poisoned.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think let's do that. We'll have one village idiot, one solitary village idiot. Although now I'm tempted
That's
to
it,
put
right?
in 2. That is it. I do still want to.
I think you could stand to replace that librarian with a village idiot.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it.
I think because if you put the librarian in, it does kind of make it rough for evil to bluff outsider.
Yeah, fair enough. Happy with that. We can put a librarian
make
as
it a bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. So we'll put librarian as a bluff. Let's do. I saw fortune teller in here. I want to give that as a bluff.
Yeah.
And then I saw the TB bluffs. Like now I'm like I don't put monk. No, let's.
Noble maybe.
Let's. I think they're gonna know that there's not a noble because if that wraith gets their eyes open on the first night, they'll see that no one wakes up and has 3 people pointed at. So that this is another cool thing, right? With the wraith, I've seen wraiths where I'll just give them the bluffs on the first night to the demon, and the demon will immediately go, "Here, wraith, look at these," and the wraith will like get up and walk over. So that can be quite fun. Let's maybe just go banshee. I think.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Okay, cool.
All right.
We're good.
Love it. That's a setup.
All right.
Let's go run a game.
Let's do it. Well, you run a game.
Yeah.
I'll sit behind this
Well, you
desk
know. Be
and
my
make
golf
comments.
commentary. Yeah. Cool. Let's do it.
Oh my
Yes!
Woo!
So bad.
Karen, you should introduce yourself.
We're talking.
Karen. But you're not.
Hi.
You're not Karen.
No, Karen is right here. Hi, Patties.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I
We're
can't.
doing this then.
I guess we should
We're
keep
doing
talking.
Oh, we still
So,
live.
Bort, how was the World Series of Poker?
It was wonderful. I lost.
I mean, hang on. He's got a bracelet on. Clearly that means he won. Yes.
That's all the winnings.
Absolutely.
That's how much he won.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
won
I had
that
a
bracelet.
Exactly.
I had a scar.
What's up, everybody?
Hey!
Woohoo! I have my Grim Pro here, and it's time to play a game.
Cool.
Yay.
I like Grim Pro a lot.
Can't
Thank
believe
you.
Jams
Me too.
from General Clocktower is here.
What? Arrow from the Fumbled
An arrow
Anthology
from-
is here.
From oh that thing. Oh god. I definitely cannot afford this marketing. Please.
It's happened now, so you better pay up.
Oh,
Get
God.
some tokens. Thank time.
Aaron, are we still getting paid for this game?
Yeah.
When's the money coming in?
Yeah, about that.
I'm just gonna barrel roll out of here.
Out the window.
Off the balcony, never to be seen again. Pull 2 tokens out.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, anyway, I saw your token. Wouldn't worry about it. Wouldn't worry about it.
Re-rack.
You're gonna see all. I'm gonna see all the tokens very soon.
Oh my god. Oh, I should probably win.
Can you see them through your glasses board?
No, these are
Yeah.
glasses that you can't see through.
We can see his eyes, but he can't see ours. It's a one-way mirror.
Well, I might need to borrow your sunglasses at some point.
For no particular reason.
Oh dear.
Well, right. If you can reach out at night and take them off me.
Well, my eyes are open, so it's very easy.
Does that apply to everyone as long as they don't leave their seat?
Yes.
Heck yes.
I'm just gonna sit like this.
Challenge
One or two
accepted.
options.
Oh, do you want us to trade?
No, it's fine.
Have you looked at yours?
Not yet.
Oh, I should look.
Yeah, wait. I'll let you decide.
Come on.
Absolute
Let's
weirdos.
speed this up a bit.
Have
Alright.
Was it worth it?
All right, I can't hold this very high, so please just don't look at me.
Try to sidle back.
Don't worry. I'm not looking. Trust me.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Also, Jen's
I
been
trust you
spending lots of
There's
time in
nothing,
Melbourne lately.
nothing as trustworthy as a man in glasses that no one can see through, including himself.
Yes. So everyone's still talking. Everyone's
We're
happy with
still
their character.
talking,
Everyone
okay,
happy?
alright, we're
I'm
still
very
talking.
happy.
Everyone
I'm
happy.
excited.
Couldn't come.
Good.
Medium.
Good. You're
I feel-
medium.
I feel like there's a lot of
I'm
opportunities.
mostly excited about changing to still Paul's glasses at night with my eyes closed.
Also, like,
George's face.
also,
I'm excited to do it with my eyes
there's a lot of
open.
options for change on the script.
The
Oh, yeah?
change.
You know, there's a wizard
Are you
hanging out, so
taking
nothing
requests?
can be said.
Oh yeah,
But
okay.
There's also there's a lot of Typhon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, move.
Move.
As a vegan, I hope it's not on here.
Yeah.
I think they should replace it with a Lord of Tofu. That's why. That's
spontaneous.
That was spontaneous. I'm a dad. What can I say?
I'm actually not a fan of the broken Typhon. Like, how are you meant to build Typhon well? If they're on that side,
I think
You can only be in the middle then.
Look, we're good.
Yeah, we are at the ends.
Oh no, actually we're not because it means we
Could be me. Yeah, I can never be the Typhon though. No.
Oh, I can try. Yes.
That's
exactly
how it's gonna work. We already swapped. We already swapped.
We could have
That's
saved.
allowed people at the end. We can't swap.
I feel like that's not in the rules. You can't just swap seats.
I think we can.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it would be kind of annoying.
Agree to disagree though.
Yeah. If someone from TPI here could change the rules of the game, so we
Who
could
could you
swap seats.
possibly be speaking about?
Chris.
There's 4 evil players. It's going to be a brutal game.
Oh yes, that's true.
I like those odds.
Well, I don't know about that yet.
I like those odds.
All right, my friends, everyone, please close your eyes and go to sleep.
I've definitely done that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, what about that Tesco value Typhon, people? That's delightful. I think I also love the fact that the Wraith is on the end. Because the neighbour's not going to feel her stand up and move around. Tess is our drunk village idiot as well, in case you haven't noticed that. Here's our Vigor Mortis, Josh, giving a little wave over there. Karen's already using the Wraith to communicate with him. This is brilliant. Do you know what? I can't think of many people who would have been a better Wraith in this group. Is she putting her hair over her face so no one can see her peeking? That is delightful. That's fucking hilarious.
The silliest thing we've ever done, do you think?
Until 5 o'clock, yes.
Last year, live on stage, name that butthole. That was.
Okay, looks like the baddies have been introduced to one another, and the bluffs have been given out. And Karen is. Get the. so silly. She looks a bit like one of those scary little girl monsters from a movie, you know? Like. Just look at her, just having a little peek. Okay, Aero's picking someone to be made. Oh, look, Karen's giving him some advice.
Ben is doing like golf commentary on the.
Oh, we should golf.
I really hope Ben Burns is going like, and lights out, and away we go. Like, just like standard British commentary themes.
Yes,
Bits.
and Jams approaches the Wraith.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to do any standard British comedy. Only northern comedy here. Okay, what is Tesso learning here? Oh, she's been made mad. Okay, I wonder what character as. We don't actually know.
And must be careful. For the Serenovas, they prompt an unknown and unforeseen good player to wait in the mid.
Wow, poor Tesso. She's drunk and mad.
That took a lot to get out. But I'm proud of myself.
I thought you were going to push.
Looks like Karen's getting a bit tired having to relentlessly move her hair around. You think anyone will realise she's the Wraith by the fact that that hair is very uncombed now?
English girl that talks like this. Oh no. My goodness. Matt Berry? Is it Matt Berry?
I don't.
Okay, who's being woken here? That's George, our seamstress, and he's using it on the demon and Karen. What is this? Oh, so good. You know, this, our first in-person character reveal, could have been crap. Just so you know how lucky we are.
I've been here the whole time.
We need someone to interpret.
Alright, just to make this even dumber, the balloonist is about to learn the Serenovus. So all the info is on the evil team so far.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh, sorry, something very silly just happened, and I need to address this.
We'll
talk later. I have a feeling that either there might be a wraith next to me, or someone is just playing silly buggers.
You're next to Karen. It could go either way.
Tessa knows.
Just gonna readjust my.
I know.
Just gonna readjust my hat.
It's in people's faces, right?
I swear to God, if it would make up in tatters.
Okay, so that's Balloonist Bort learning. Oh, no. Jams has chosen to show Karen instead. Because, of course.
Check it back on. That was really weird.
When I first started playing with you, you used to make a threat about the nighttime. Do you remember?
And what is this? Sam, our Shugenja, learning clockwise, which is interesting because Tesso is both drunk and mad, so that might make she might appear kind of evil.
I think I've forgotten about it, to be honest with you.
I don't think you have.
Okay, Danica, our sober and healthy village idiot, picks George, learns good. Thumbs up, go back to sleep. Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, Tesso picks the Serenovus that made her mad. And learns good. Great. I've got Brad and Pat sat next to me here just laughing like schoolboys.
I had germs on me.
What?
So I believe we've just got the High Priestess left now, Alana, who has been told to speak to George. Yeah, not surprising at all there. George just picked 2 evil players and learned a yes. And that's it, folks. I'm going to hand you back to the town square for the day.
Maybe a reason
That's
for that.
true. I am normally a good, like 3,000?
Yes.
3,000 is close. This is a little bit close.
Oh, I
Tessa.
hate this.
Which bit?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, good morning, town. Rise and shine. What a beautiful sunny day. And we're so excited, town, because this is the first day of ClocktowerCon Australia 2023.
What's that?
What? I don't know. Why are we here? So you are all here because in the night there was sort of like a whooshing sound. You didn't really know what was happening, but what you do know is that you find my body dead on the ground, eyes wide open, clearly locked onto something, someone, some sort of like basilisk type thing. I don't even know how to pronounce it. That's how scary it was. It was terrifying. It might have been a wraith. It might have been a demon, but whatever it is, I need you all to help me and find this evil murderer before we run out of time. Good luck.
Well, I need the Master of Spectacular to find this ghost here.
Guys, we should probably roll for Sammy.
There's a widow in play.
Can we go steal a vote?
I believe you. all
No,
the
we're
way.
sitting here. It's all right. We're having a conversation right
I've
now.
not looked at this script.
Yeah, I thought only a few people could stay here, though.
Yeah, you and me are two of them.
In the town square.
Town square.
Why? Is it because you have nothing to
Too long, I'm leaving.
Good character?
I believe in the character. What about you?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to it.
Yeah.
That's
Good town square character. I've already learned a good piece of information.
Not a piece of information. I wouldn't say it was particularly good. But it's
You poisoned me.
a
Oh, you did.
Publicly announce
Would you
it.
care to share?
Yeah. Alright, Joshy, what are you?
Do you want to tell each other just straight up?
Of course I do.
100% honest?
I always tell the truth in this game.
Banshee.
You're the Banshee?
Yeah.
Well, I believe it because I know that you're good.
What?
I know that you're good.
How do you know I'm good?
Well, either you're good or you're evil with someone else that I know.
What? Oh, are you the noble?
No.
What?
I'm something like the noble.
Didn't we just say that we were going to claim our roles to each other?
I'm not the noble.
Yeah.
I know that you're good.
Can you
Or
claim
you're
a role to
evil.
me?
I'm the seamstress.
Are we the seamstress?
I got a yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
On?
You and someone else.
And that other one is?
Well, you would know if you're evil.
I would know. Well, I know. I know that it's one of a few people.
Who do you think I've got a yes on?
Arrow.
I will not confirm, but I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You're just like. You're like, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm like, I really don't know if I couldn't get anything from Paul. I was just like, fuck.
Maybe I'll try and steal Bort's glasses tonight.
Yeah. You know, I'll consider it, yeah, but.
So my plan for Village Idiot was essentially to just keep checking my neighbours and just kind of keep going out.
Yeah.
And so
we will not be framed as a Typhon line at the end of the game. It's fine. I see. No, you check the neighbours. I'll check the other outgrowth, and there'll just be 4 of us confirmed good players.
in the middle, absolutely not a type. So what my plan was, if they do discover it's Typhon, at least I'll know where it starts, away from us.
Like, that's the thing, because it's like, for me, because I have that option, do I pick people that could be within a Typhon line, or do I pick people who can't be in a Typhon line? Whereas, because if they are on a Typhon line, I get a yes. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? That's good.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, I'm happy with us. I think we're very, very good. And I'm not the drunk one.
Yes, absolutely.
Wasn't suspicious.
No, not at all. That was urgent. Karen just claimed poison.
We cannot have 2 separate chats.
That's why we're also here, right?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here and people are visiting me, which was the deal.
That's the deal.
I think
That
you're
is the
fine.
deal.
That's why Tessa was telling us that Karen just claimed poisoner.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
For anyone
So, yeah.
watching at home, Karen just claimed poisoner.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
good.
all right.
That's great.
I
She
believe that.
poisoned me, so I'm fine.
Yeah, okay.
Would you like to claim anything more?
Everyone's characters.
Okay.
So who did we end up giving the token to?
So, who? What?
The baby?
Oh, I gave it to the ground.
Threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
So you're really the Shigenja pointing at Josh?
No, I'm pointing in blank space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outwards. That's definitely a
space.
lie. So what, you called us here? Yeah.
Did I?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
I
What are we
called you
going to
here
talk
because, like, I'm pointing in blank space, which might be.
So there's no evil players in the game?
No evil players in the game. Confirmed. I think I was
Do you want to have a
poisoned.
real conversation? Yes. Yes.
No! Well, that's very exclusionary.
Yes. Aaron, you've never told the truth in the first 2 days of a game I've done in the Clocktower.
Hang on.
You're
I'm
not the
telling you this
Shigenja.
game.
Look,
I'm willing to be straight up.
Okay,
I'm willing
fine.
to be
Well,
straight
you're
up.
not the balloonist.
That's true. That's fair.
I'm happy to be straight up.
I'm the
okay. If you
balloonist.
will also be
Yes,
straight up.
What are you?
I don't. I'm not going to worry about you.
What?
I
I feel
am.
very excluded. This
I'm the
is...
Banshee.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, I'm the Oracle.
Okay, I'm the balloonist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is that truth?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, and that's
what,
why you
what
wanted.
did you claim? Banshee?
Banshee.
Okay, cool.
And that's why you wanted to speak here?
Yeah.
Why did Will have to come?
Because
Is he-
Will knows I never. I mean, Emerald knows I never tell the truth, and
That's
like
true.
we needed.
Is he
we needed
here as like
someone-
insurance? Is he your lawyer?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely does.
It does. Oh, well, there you go. This
Excellent.
is awesome, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not an outsider, so that's fine.
Hey, Jabs.
Perfect.
Can we have a chat?
We can have a chat. Don't know why you would possibly want to do that.
No, there's no possible reason for that.
What is on this?
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, let's make it quick because we're like in the process of wrapping.
Is there
it
any-
up,
oh,
so
Puzzle
just
Master.
Kick everyone back. Super quickly have a chat.
Puzzle Master. There's Puzzle Master. Oh, Wizard.
Alright, go
No.
Danica.
Go back.
Shall
Yep,
we
it's
do
time,
this?
but we're having
Get
a
this out of the
quick
way.
Right.
What are you doing?
Hi, Sam.
Hello, we're
What
gonna
are
keep
you
this.
trying to wish for?
We're gonna keep this very quick because I'm having fun pretending to be a wizard, and I'm also just in case there's a hermit out there who can't pretend to be that, trying to draw away from anyone who might try and make a puzzle master guess later
See, I
down the
see.
line.
And no one's gonna think you're the wizard.
No one's
doing
gonna think I'm
this.
the wizard.
Not
Why
at
would they? I
Why
mean, we've
would
solved the game. Karen is clearly the poisoner. Also, Bort was looking directly at me when I got my information last night, so there might be something there. All right, that's long enough to cover for hermits.
Sounds good. Let's go
Excellent.
back.
Oh, okay. I was going to sit there.
Why did you want to sit next to me?
Go sit next to me.
Oh, I claimed my real role, which was balloonist.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
And what
heard that there's
information did
only
you
three
receive?
of
I claimed
those.
my real ping, and they told me to change it, so I did.
What did you wish for, Sam?
Me?
Alright,
I
I'll
will
just appear briefly from the side. Hello! Alright, my dearest townsfolk, it is time. This is the time of the day where you talk to each other and, you know, eventually kill each other. Nominations will open shortly, but for now, if there's anything you want to share, it's a good time for it.
Could I juggle?
Is that on the script?
No, it is not.
Did you hear my wish?
I mean, it's a talking game. You may say whatever you want at any time.
Oh, good.
But not that.
Sam can share his wizard wish.
Sorry?
Yeah, what
You
was
can
your
share
Oh,
yours.
no, it'll become relevant during the night.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. When we can all
My
open
wizard
our
wish
eyes
would
at
become
night, right?
No. But if you do open your eyes at night, I'd suggest you keep an eye out for one specific thing.
Okay.
I'm not. Last time my fly is staying up. Not do that again. Oh my
Are you
god.
going to tell us what happened in the night that made you laugh so much?
Oh yeah, so my hat got moved. I lost my character sheet. And
So you got robbed.
I don't know. I just want everyone to know that I'm a married man.
My wallet's gone. My phone's gone.
Wait, where is my phone? Oh god. So yeah, I think.
Oh, in the night.
Karen, Karen, you better stop doing
It
this.
wasn't me, it was you!
Anyway.
Hang on.
Anyway,
I don't do anything.
I am a village idiot, so I checked my neighbours, obviously, because there's some
check
bullshit.
both.
I checked one. I checked one. I checked Karen got
You're
evil.
a check
I'm gonna check Liz tonight.
That's okay.
No
Yeah.
way.
Who's that?
No way.
Tesso.
What?
Yeah, check.
Karen's evil?
You got an evil in Karen?
Yeah, evil Karen, yeah.
Oh, Karen's evil.
Everyone's been seen as the mutant. Okay? Calm down.
That is slander, and I will not stand for that. I am completely sane. You can't prove I'm not crazy. Anyway, Karen.
You are crazy. You lost your hat. Lost your character.
No, don't do this to me.
That's true.
Would anyone like to nominate?
I would like to Alsa here guess.
Yeah, go on.
Sam as the demon, Danica, George, and Tesso the Morning as minions.
You got us.
I know.
Only.
It would have been nice.
So good.
I would also like to Alsa here.
Imagine if that ended.
Yeah.
Could I please Alsa here guess Josh as the demon, Karen and Emerald as the minions?
That's not how Lord of Typhon works.
No, it's not.
I mean, Alana said it, and I mean, that's not how Lord of Typhon works.
Pretty sure. Okay.
I'll nominate Karen.
Why?
There's a village idiot evil on her by someone that I trust. Could be anyone.
Karen?
Absolutely not true. This did not happen. You checked Tesso, not me.
I checked you.
You checked Tesso.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Alright, it takes
I saw you check Tesso.
5 votes for Karen up for
I know
execution.
you're the mutant because you
Starting
on
on Josh.
You are a bad boy.
Now, 1, 2,
Not the VI.
3, 4, 5 is enough. Karen
Oh
is
my
about to
gosh.
die.
This is not good. This is not good for the stream, guys.
Emerald's nomination. Who are you
I'm
nominating?
nominating Bort.
Why?
Bort told me he was the librarian and saw 2 players as the zealot, and neither of those players voted on
Oh.
that nomination.
Fort, what do you have to say about that?
Look, it's fine. I'm just in a double claim with someone else's. Don't worry about it.
All right, takes 5 to tie and 6 to put Bort up for execution. Starting on
I don't think I
George.
want that.
Now, 1,
There's a village
2,
idiot good option
3,
as well.
4,
Alright, 6, make it 6.
5, 6 is enough.
Okay.
Bort is about to die, and Karen is
This is a terrible idea.
For what it's worth,
done.
Bort was looking directly at me when I got my information tonight. And he could have just been leaning this way, but he was looking directly at me.
This is
That's
the last
ridiculous.
call.
I could have been looking anyway.
Karen!
Defending you.
Karen, why? Okay, Karen's
I don't
nominated
need
Josh.
anyone
What?
to defend me. I've got 2 village idiot goods on me. I don't know about this one. This is over here.
I regret
We were
defending
supposed to
you. I
only
regret
tie vote. Board is 100% good this game. Josh, you overvoted. You're evil. Vote on this.
It was gonna tie. It was gonna tie. He was gonna let us tie.
Okay, Josh, anything else before we vote? Great. Take 6 to tie and 7 to put
Let's get
Josh at
7
the
on
box.
this guy.
Starting on Alana.
This is evil.
Now.
Josh isn't a balloonist ping. He's
2,
evil.
3,
I don't think that's what that means.
It's not enough. If there are no other nominations, the day will end in 5.
Didn't we get someone else?
Are you good?
We should
All
let
right,
Liv live.
Bort, you are executed
Aw.
and you die. And the game continues. Everyone close your eyes and go to sleep.
Hey, Bob, can you pass
Do
those
I
sunny
have-
scented Karen? I feel like she's gonna need them.
Alright, I am going to throw these sunnies.
Here, I will take them if you really want to.
I'm happy to take them.
I'll take
No,
them. I
Jeff,
them.
we talked about
Who
this.
have
You
you
need to
given them
take
to,
Bort's
James?
sunglasses and give it to someone else
Who have you
tonight.
given them to?
Yeah,
That was the wizard wish.
I as you requested, Sam.
We need to move them around each night.
Yeah.
The
That was
glasses
the
are
wish.
now on someone
This
else.
is fine.
Thank you.
I'm happy with this.
What? No, they're still on me.
Well, I'm definitely going to use the "this is not good for the stream" defense in future because I think we can all see how successful it was. So, Jams has flipped the Night Order over. Looks like she's ready to go. And presumably the Wraith gets woken first along with Serenovus. Yep, Karen's eyes are open. Who's he picking? It looks like he's picked an outsider. I think it's Hermit. I think he's picked to make someone mad as the Hermit.
Tessa again.
Yeah, it looks like it's Tess again. Poor Tess.
And it said that a
Thank
good
you.
player
Thank
registers
you,
to me,
Emerald.
and Karen registered.
Thank you.
I got you. Yeah.
Emerald, I knew.
She looks absolutely delighted about it as well. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the close-up jams. Very good. We're learning how to do this on the fly, guys. So it's our first movie.
It was a bluff. Danica, it was a bluff. I know. Don't worry.
Okay, looks like we're getting a kill, and please tell me it's Karen. Is it Karen? Yes, it is. What's delightful about that is not only the fact that she's going to get to stay awake, well, open her eyes for the whole of the rest of the game, but also it's going to poison someone who doesn't neighbour her, because she's sat in between the rest of the evil team. Who's going to get poisoned? It's probably going to be the High Priestess. It is the High Priestess. Fantastic.
I absolutely don't remember. And neither do you, Karen, I think you'll find.
Am I supposed to keep that a secret?
Well, there might be consequences if you don't.
But you shared what I claimed to you. That was a secret too.
Yeah, but yours was
I
a lie.
assumed it was a lie.
It was the truth.
No.
Well, that was
We
definitely.
made one claim to each other, weren't we?
Huh?
Who could that be? Sit down.
Okay, so that's Danica learning that Aero is evil. And Tesso is... Surely she's about to learn that Karen is... Oh no, she learned true info, evil. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, you've got to show them some true stuff from time to time. I think also, if Tess works out she's drunk eventually, then that might pay dividends in the future. Emerald's with the Oracle 1 there, so he's going to immediately be suspicious of Karen.
My phone and subscribe to the Pump and Anthology, whatever that is. Damn you, Rafe! Now I have to listen to quality Call of Cthulhu. I don't want to hear this, it's fine. It's fine.
Josh has everyone's phone.
It's just, yeah.
Someone gave it.
Look at her standing up. What's she doing?
This is like a horror.
Okay, Alana just got sent to Tesso. That's actually really clever because Tesso's eventually going to get incorrect info, but it's true that Tesso actually has probably the best info tonight because she's correctly learned that Karen is evil.
The way to store my kidney.
We need to stop. We need to. I think the Wraith needs further play testing. I think we need to.
All right, good morning, town. Rise and shine and open your eyes. You look up with horror and you see the dismembered body of Karen.
Oh dear.
We should have executed her.
That's fine.
Help me. I can't
Now we know that it's
stop
going to be
it.
It's fine.
I thank you, John. I thank you, John.
Did you thank your jump to the mutant?
Did you
No comment.
Don't worry about it.
Karen, what minion are
We
you?
absolutely should not execute me.
It's a 1.
Oh my god.
It's a hard one.
Anyway, Danica, shall we go and chat?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this at all.
How did my script end up on the floor?
Karen, make me mad or something.
Oh.
really like to go
Yes.
standing up.
Let's go chat. Shall we go?
Do you want to have another chat? We could chat.
Sure. Okay, what are
A
you?
bit over 4 person.
Okay, let's have a 4-person chat. So, where's the village idiot evil army? That's not from Arrow. It's
from Arrow.
That's not true. It's.
Yeah, but you lied as well.
I told you.
What's your second name?
I should go.
What are you? What did you tell the truth in this?
Hello there.
Hey, friend.
I'm Chris Hansen, and to catch a predator, today we have Danica.
I have been caught.
So, there's apparently a thing where I can tell where Danica's evil or not, so we're just going to do this live. So,
This is horrendous.
Danica's good. I'll tell you why, because I'm the village idiot. I checked you, I got good. So I kind of trust. I kind of trust you.
Okay, I'm the village idiot who checked you and got evil.
Well, okay. So they're drunk. That's good to know.
Okay, that probably means George is evil.
Right.
I checked George night 1 and got good.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Good to know. All right. So, do we know what George is claiming?
I do have George's claim.
Okay. Interesting. Do you trust it?
Yes, but I always trust George, and no matter if George is good or evil.
Fantastic. Yeah, so I think Karen is a bad un. I honestly think it's a Vic and Mortis game.
I can could see Vig or Fengu.
I could see Vig.
Yeah.
I don't think Karen is the demon. Because I think Karen is specifically the wraith who's been fucking with me this entire time. So
That would be very fun.
Yeah. So, okay,
Alright,
cool.
So George might be a good shout
George
today.
might be a good shout today. All right, happy with that. Let's go for George.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Information. Do you have any reason to go after anyone in particular?
Ed suggests Karen, but Karen is dead now. And
I
Ed
wholly believe that she could be Vigor killed or Fengu jump.
I absolutely believe that could be true.
I wholly believe
and with that being said, because of that, I trust my neighbors.
Yeah.
So yeah, and throw on that what you will, but
Yeah, a little bit of like meta thing. I don't see them putting a Typhon in this game personally, but
see, I disagree. I think they absolutely could.
You think
put a
they
Typhon.
could? Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
But we'll see. All
right.
Do you have anyone that you want to go for?
Like Karen was in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna let it tie yesterday, but
yeah.
Yeah. I do kind of trust Arrow.
Okay.
I want you to back off, balloonist, please.
Why?
Because I'm covering for Tesso,
Who is the balloonist?
who is claiming my role,
I see.
and I understand she is confirmed good.
I see.
Tesso is claiming fortune teller, which is my role. I don't have any useful info though.
Okay.
She is in a no. What?
She's in a no.
She's in a no.
The fortune teller no.
She is in the no.
Okay.
The only no that I have because I died 19.
Well, it could be a high priestess no. You never know these things.
A high priestess knows, not no.
Ah, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so did you actually get me as your ping?
Yes.
Can you change it to someone else?
I thought you wanted me to
doesn't
back
really-
off
it
the
doesn't-
claim.
Oh yeah, but like when you eventually come out, because it doesn't actually matter who you saw, right? Because you only got one.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe just change it to the arrow face.
Perfect.
Amazing. This is a good deal.
Yep.
And in exchange, we will wrap this conversation up and
Yes.
go away.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Karen, for wrapping this conversation up.
Okay. Yeah. So we're missing Karen and
Karen and Bort.
Oh, the
That's who did play. Interesting.
Just
The two evil players.
Wouldn't worry about
If
it.
your wizard wish that whoever's wearing the sunglasses gets the rape ability, I'm
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I have to say, that's not the most nonsensical private conversation I've ever seen, but it would qualify for the Champions League, put it that way.
Amazing.
You're what?
Landing on a wraith claim.
We already
I
knew
think that's
that.
good. That's solid.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right, welcome back, everyone. You know the drill.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I trust both my neighbors a lot. So if we had people that we're going to go after, I'd prefer it to not be either of them.
He said on a lot of Titan script.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he says on a lot of Titan script.
I am the Oracle with a 1. I don't think I'm a primary target in the night that can kill me, so that's fine. I believe it's on Karen probably, but it could be on board.
Yeah, potentially.
Could be anyone. Very good.
Karen's claiming a good role. I am claiming an evil role.
Good job,
And so it
Karen.
is the inverse then.
Good job, Karen.
Arrow would like to nominate George.
Tell us why.
So, I have met another village idiot. I have reason to believe that I'm the sober one. And if I'm the sober one, that would mean that George is evil. Because this drunk village idiot got a good on George. So there's fair reason to think that George might be evil.
Okay, you're building a lot from there. I think
Look,
what
it's tenuous, but you know.
I think the important thing is
Yeah.
that the village idiot did good on me. I don't feel the need to expand beyond that point.
But why would a drunk village idiot get a good on you, George?
No, a sober village idiot.
No, drunk.
How would you know?
Because the other village idiot got evil on me for all intents and purposes, and they must be drunk.
Oh, are they now?
Yes.
I feel I am relatively confirmed. This is not a good idea.
Well, takes 4 votes to put George up for execution, starting on Danica. Now, 1, 2.
How do we know you're confirmed?
Hang on.
So,
3.
in this game, there is
3 is
sometimes
not enough.
information which is kept hidden. To be used to perhaps to help
This
one
is
team.
not how this is not how
the
courts
information
work.
be known to
We
everyone.
don't do trial by ambush here.
Trust
My
me,
goodness.
just trust me.
Oh my god.
No.
all of my suspicions are on people who aren't sat next to me, and I can't make that argument in good conscience in a monotype script right now.
Sam, aren't you the wizard?
Yes. That's why the sunglasses over there. No, I have information that suggested that Karen could be evil or one of my neighbors, and that information seems to have held up, which is why I trust them. But I can't make that argument right now. So
Alana is claiming seamstress, so that does not work.
there are many roles, so that
Why?
applies.
Yeah.
I'll nominate Alana.
Why?
Well, we don't have anyone on the block, and I thought George was a pretty good nomination because I trust a bit of idiots and people over there, and Alana seemed to think that George was good, and I don't know what that confirmation chain is, so Alana's another suspicious player for me.
Anything to say, Alana?
In this game, there is a concept of confirmation. It's a combination of seamstress and a high priestess info that the good team are forming. I'm not a good kill. I'm happy to kill, I don't know, anyone else.
All right. Takes 4 votes this time to put Alana up for execution, starting on Emerald. Now, 1, 2,
Hero, you're in
3,
this confirmation.
4.
Am I?
Yes.
Oh.
4 is enough. Alana is about to die.
Wish you told me that.
George would like to nominate Emerald.
All right, tell us why.
I trust Alana. I'm reading Alana as extremely good. I would rather
Socially
not.
or?
Socially. From my point of view, what I have at the moment is only actually a few places for evil to be. Emerald is most certainly in one of those locations.
Yeah, it does feel like we're sort of in two camps, doesn't it? There's
little bit.
people over here, and then there's you and Alana's whole thing. There's also, I think, Sam and Josh are very valid places for evil as well. Like, Sam isn't really confirmed, he's just talking about other people, and Josh has nothing confirming him as far as I know. I'm the Oracle, my info lines up with other people's info.
All right, takes 4 to tie and 5 votes to put Emerald up for execution, starting on Fort. Now,
Sam could be evil. He's
1,
in a double play with the dead player as a noble.
2, 3. Is not enough.
me to
Oh,
tolerate
rats!
that.
Well, Emerald, you were too late. All right, last call for nominations.
I'm the same stress, Arrow and Josh are good.
Closing the
I
day
think High Priestess confirmed.
in 5.
What?
So this all fits in the type line at Karen's.
There can't be a type. We're,
The
All
line
right, Alana.
is like all the way around
appreciate
there.
it.
There's too
The
many
town
angles.
has come to a consensus, and you have been executed, and you die. And the game continues. Good night.
Did Emerald nominate me?
Alana, you're the drunk
I
VR.
really
You see
think
the
that,
bonus
I think George could use his sunglasses tonight. You know? We could keep passing those around.
So what I think we should do is we should throw it in the middle of the floor.
Okay, I've been given confirmation that on night 1, our seamstress George actually picked Josh and Aero. So Karen was not a part of that. It was still 2 evil players. Here we go, we've got Karen wide awake, the Wraith, helping Aero choose who to make mad. And yeah, of course. Of course it's Tess.
Tonight I am awake.
Oh. In case you missed that, Karen is announcing that she's awake.
Keep going, I'm
You lost
invested
your
now.
ability, Karen.
It's got a good beat.
Oh, good. I've got the glasses back. I want to set the pass
Wait.
sims down.
There is much at stake.
Liz.
A demon stalks the night.
That makes sense.
Karen could be a bigger.
Okay, Tessa is once again learning that she's been made mad. Has the character changed? Well, we're about to find out, actually.
Your role.
You're awake, you just said.
Oh,
I am talking to myself to keep myself entertained because I died night 1.
Okay, it's Hermit again.
I'm not bored right now. Yeah, no one's entertaining me. Let's get us.
It's worth noting that Tessa actually broke madness yesterday by not voting, because as the Hermit, she would also have the Zealot's ability.
Well, then Karen's going to be very entertained in a moment. Oh, sorry.
Karen just helping choose who dies there. Delightful.
Oh, my foot move. It could be just jams. It could be tripping jams over.
That's very early in the night for Village Idiot, though.
I'm going to say, James is an amazing storyteller. Very fast. Also, yeah. Also,
very
night.
fast.
Yeah, night phases during in-person games are very quick.
Okay, that's our Oracle Emerald learning a 1 again. And now Tessa's going to make a pick. George. Okay, George evil. Of course, Tesso is drunk. That's incorrect information.
Danica.
Me.
Emerald.
Alana, what even are you? You haven't claimed anything.
Karen, you know what an
Emerald
emerald is?
You're literally not the seamstress though.
How do you know that?
Because I.
Because you woke up every night.
I'm starting to think Karen might be the right guy.
That's what I've been saying.
Good morning, everybody. Open your eyes, rise and shine. And you look with horror. Someone's eyes has been covered in sunglasses, as we, typically memorialize dead bodies in this town. Danica has died tonight.
Oh. What?
That's me.
Yeah. I still got a 1.
What?
Still got a 1?
Yep.
Okay.
George, can you be my lawyer?
Wait, you want me to?
Why can't I be your lawyer?
Yep.
We can stay here.
Oh, I'll get you.
Yes.
Oh, good
We
Lord,
can't have
no.
double conversations in
No,
town.
hang on. You can't ban me
should
from
go.
this public area.
That's true, but I can ban you from this chat.
We should join the big chat.
Let's all.
What do you mean, no?
I need to talk to Arrow.
Okay.
All right, we need to go somewhere then.
Where do you want to go? I'll help you up.
No, it's fine.
Sure,
You need to help me up.
Fine. I'll go talk to these.
For the record, if I could quickly get your name and your role here.
George is my lawyer.
Okay, yeah, and
Yeah.
if you could state your full name. Not your full name.
So, my full name is
Okay.
George the Seamstress. My credentials are in line I have from the Institute just of Josh and Aaron.
Okay.
And it is, yes, absolutely, yes, a strong institution.
Yes, absolutely, Josh. No, all right, sure. I'm Sam, counsel for the plaintiff. I am the... Yeah, I'm the Shugenja. My direction is left.
Towards
Karen. Yeah. I am reasonably...
Do I get to introduce myself?
You absolutely do, but you've got a lawyer here, so
Yeah,
he's talking for
can
you.
my lawyer do my introduction?
This here is my client, the wonderful High Priestess. Obviously, at the start of the game, it was important that we discussed, because, as clients do.
Yeah.
And, obviously...
Idiot. You are indeed a sober village idiot. And George is definitely evil.
Okay, great.
But they're non-mechanical because I'm the hermit.
Ah.
Possibly. Or,
I see.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't say
Luckily,
I
no
was.
one can hear us talking.
I wouldn't say I was if I was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. But
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's what.
Okay.
So I think George is evil.
Yeah, sweet. I checked Sam and got evil.
Okay, and we think
Sam.
you're sober.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
We don't know George is definitely evil, right? It was just the drunk one saw him
Yeah,
as good.
drunk
It
one
doesn't
saw him as
actually
good.
mean
But that's
100%.
why I checked Sam, because Sam's information says that George is good, because he's a Shugenja. We know Karen's
Is he?
evil.
I thought Sam was the noble. Is Sam the
Oh, he told me Shugenja, yeah. He told me Shugenja pointing towards
I implied
Karen.
noble because of what he was saying about his neighbours. Why does he trust his neighbours then? Is there noble info out there?
lying.
Because I reckon he's a he could be lying, but he said he's a Shugenja pointing that way.
Okay.
So towards Karen.
Yeah.
So if Karen is evil, then we know you're good, and I'm
No,
good,
I'm good.
and we know that. Oh man.
Oh, go.
I'm happy to kill Sam.
Yeah.
No signs of madness unless someone's Sarah-locking someone.
Okay.
I guess.
I'm
potential
going to
poisoner.
assume one of them. I'm
Yeah.
going to assume that they didn't set up this whole thing to show off one specific character and then not put it in the bag.
It would be wild. But
It would be
yeah.
very wild. So we should also factor in poisoner, potentially.
Yep.
As for Demon, I'm so sold on Karen being Vigor or Fengu killed.
100%.
100%. I think that's just easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I don't think that's true.
Ask James.
This is true. Did
Karen can't
not
move.
move?
Can
Karen's
Karen
stuck
not
there.
move?
The storyteller told her she had to stay there.
Okay, get ready, because I'm pretty sure Tesso's about to die.
Bathroom?
I trust you now, Alana. I got nothing.
Oh, right.
Josh is most likely the
Right down.
Usually I'm the last one back, so.
No, I think together.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Alana. Before you say anything, Tess is executed and died. Close your eyes and go to sleep.
Blood everywhere. Roll for sanity.
I told you they were listening.
Good.
Alright, Karen, do we still think that Tesso is the
I never
Mod of
thought she
Typhon?
was a Typhon. That was you postulated Typhon world, and I was like, well, that's the only
I've got
place
something
it
to
could
say
be,
tomorrow.
based on my very
Me
true
too.
fortune teller info that says Alana is the demon.
And
Okay, well, I think we all know Tesso was pushing her luck a bit for the entirety of the game so far. This is interesting. What are Karen and Aero going to... Oh, they're going back on Tesso. Poor Tesso. Same again? Yeah, same again. Okay.
Are you mad? You didn't make me mad, Josh.
Not anymore. No, Danica and I were just talking. We're like, we've seen no signs of any minions. It was very strange.
And she's so happy about it.
Yeah.
So it's surprising you've not seen any sign of any minions, because there's a lot of people wearing glasses, and it's one of the two defining features. The glasses and the blue
No,
overalls.
there's a sign
And
of
the
a
yellow
minion.
skin, I
I've
guess.
confirmed the rape apparently, right?
Imagine you come all the way to Sydney to be on a live stream and someone just makes you mad as the hermit every day. What an honour.
Like all of
Oh, I passed them along.
okay, that's good.
You may absolutely.
Okay, Emerald's dying. Do you know what? I think Evil are going to smash this. I feel like George is probably going to get executed.
They might have a real balloonist.
Oh, Karen's giving some advice. Does a little dance.
Is it because Karen died?
Karen's dead.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, you're
I
dead
think
now,
it's
so
more likely
that
that
won't
to
bite
be.
you.
But then it has to be balloonist.
We have a confirmed balloonist.
Well, it could have been it could have been Sarah Novus Madness.
Well, if George is dying, that means Emerald's about to get some very distressing information, which is that there's only one dead Evil player.
Confirmed it to me first thing, and I announced it.
I don't think I did.
You absolutely.
But
Why would I
also-
do
but
that?
also-
Hang on, you are now gaslighting me.
Why would I have done that?
Important question.
That seems
Can
incredible.
There it is.
snitch to the storyteller on me if I have a conversation.
Yes. And they should, and
yes.
they
Yeah, I went into a
suspect
chat
they
with
might have.
Tessa and she claimed Herman, and then
I
10
don't
seconds later
think
we
I
all went
did.
Is Karen peeking? Can we see? No, I don't think so.
And James did not execute her because
We've
I didn't
got
run
one
her
execution
out.
left.
Good morning, town.
Oh,
Rise
really?
and shine. You look around. Tragically, the sunglasses curse continues as George has died in the night.
Okay.
And there are 4 players alive.
Best wizard whichever.
Easy.
Okay, I'm
That's
not
bad.
going into the other room. I haven't been in the other room.
I.
Jennifer is
If you
bad.
wish to
Why
mimic
are you
into
very
existence,
Arrow
I
and
will
Josh are
murder
evil
you.
together.
Sorry?
This seems just yes on Arrow and Josh.
Yeah.
They're
They're
both
evil
still
together.
alive.
And they're both still alive.
Yeah.
That's a
There
problem.
is a
Karen
good-
was a Fangru.
Okay.
There's a good reason
That
why
Josh-
I'm alive. I don't know about
But
Aaron.
Eru is saying that I'm evil. Village
We
did
can't- we
evil on
can't
me,
sleep.
right?
Can we talk all?
Yes.
I mean, I think we. Yes.
Not in that room.
We're both dead.
Who wants to go and chat in that room with me?
Oh yeah.
So,
Hey guys, we
You
can
know
tell the
what?
truth.
Let's us three go chat then.
No wait, we can tell the truth.
Who's
we,
us three?
we can tell the
Right.
truth.
You,
Really
you,
important.
You us three then.
Why us three?
Karen, what are you?
I'm confirmed good as the fortune teller.
And who's your yes on?
I thought you were
I've
the
got to know.
balloonist.
I've got to know on. I want to touch my 2 fortune
I think-
tellers.
I-
Let's go. Come
Is
on.
that Arrow and Josh your fortune
Yeah.
knows?
Right,
It is.
right here.
So Sam, I'm
hold
hearing differing things about your character. Noble, Shugenja, what's
Shugenja.
the go? Shugenja.
Shugenja is what I am. I was pointed left. At the same time, was looking directly at me, which could have just been doing bored things.
Yep.
But it could also be that he was actually the Wraith.
Yep.
I trusted both my neighbors, which seems to have been the right read because they're both dead in the night.
But that wasn't based on any noble info. That was.
That was based on Shugenja because I thought
Purely,
that Karen was
sure.
evil, and therefore both my neighbors were good.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I'm still getting ones. So in theory, we could be the only good players alive.
I think it's quite possible.
But then the village idiot info is interesting. I don't think Danica is evil. I am worried that I'm getting poisoned, but
Well, if Arrow is evil, there isn't really village idiot info, right?
well, Danica would be so.
Danica's the village
Danica
idiot?
actually saw Arrow as evil and saw George.
Yes.
I used it night one.
What the fuck's Alana?
I will get there. Just hold your horses.
Okay.
Story time with George.
Story time with George. Yeah, I got a yes just between Josh and Arrow. Alana is a high priestess that saw me on night one. Hence why we swapped roles. Alana then saw you on night 2. However, I did not get that information off Alana by the time I went and talked to you.
To me.
Yes, to you. My hermit or
Hermit.
Hermit, yeah. You're doing a bang up job.
Well, you're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so
It does though.
I'm of the opinion I got a yes on 2 evil players.
Okay, well they're saying I'm evil, so let's get both of them out of here. But I do have a fortune teller note on both of them, so that's the thing.
Who does
They
that
could
leave?
be the 2 minions. Who else is alive?
Emerald?
Emeralds. Emerald
Sam's
is saying
alive,
there's
isn't
Emerald's
Sam
kind of
seems
oracle and
socially
supporting
good.
you being evil.
Exactly, and Era's the one putting out the evil on me. I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
Emerald
and
is
the
the
evil on
demon,
George.
and I think those two are the minions. Then.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think Josh is. What is Josh even claiming? He's claiming Banshee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh, get him out of here.
So, in that case, we need to talk to Sam. Because Sam, in our world, Sam is a living person left alive with a vote.
But we've got...
And nomination.
Oh damn! Because there's 3
I'm fairly
evil
certain.
alive.
I think that's... Yeah, we need to kill
Okay,
the
well,
demon
let's get
today.
back there now.
We need to go
Immediately.
talk to
All
Sam.
right, let's go.
How you going?
No, could Danica have been the second Vigor kill?
Danica
Could
does
she
have
have
the
been?
vibe
Could
of
she?
being
Could she
bigger.
be the Serenovas?
Could she?
Could she?
Didn't Liz die just yesterday?
Yeah, a Vigor killed Serenovas.
Vigor killed Serenovas.
Yeah, Vigor killed Serenovas.
Is Sam worth poisoning?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, but maybe it's worth keeping the Serenovas alive. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. We're not killing today, right?
We have to.
No, it's 1 to 4. We go to sleep. There's no.
No,
there's no
I
chance
think
of
you should.
Karen is so evil. We can
If
go
we
to
had
sleep.
Karen is evil as shit, I think we're gonna kill an evil.
Guys, there are 3 evils alive.
We definitely-
Josh,
That's literally not true.
Arrow,
That is
and
literally
Emerald
not
is
true.
the
We
demon.
We definitely kill an evil.
I agree
We've
with
killed
you.
an
We have not killed an evil.
Karen
Emerald's
is
the
dead.
only one
We've
saying
killed
I'm
an evil.
I agree with you, Karen.
Yeah, exactly. We were postulating that. Sam's the only good alive. Where is he?
I agree
And
with you.
Emerald's stolen him away. Has he
Emerald,
not?
what's in her
Hey,
hand?
Emerald, we've killed an evil.
Emerald, you're evil.
What's in her
A man who had an aggressive point and some sunglasses on.
There
And I
is-
can't argue with that.
Exactly. There is a world where you are the only good left alive.
What's the line?
No line. It would just be a straight evil team. It'll be Josh, it'll be Arrow, and it'll be Emerald.
I'm running an Arrow.
So, my seamstress, yes. Just between Josh and Arrow, confirmed
Yep.
High Priestess. I'm very strongly opinion that is the 2 evils. Bort and Karen, they've been doing Bort and Karen's things. I'm not 100% convinced either one of them is evil.
What are they actually claiming?
Karen is claiming Fortune Teller.
Okay.
With a no on Josh and Arrow. So that could either be Karen in a team with them, or it could be those 2 in the minions, Emerald is the demon.
Okay.
In the world of those 2 other minions, and then Arrow is the demon, you have a nomination. We have 1 shot, otherwise we just lose tomorrow.
All right. Well, lots to think about.
Do you want to out evil now?
No, I'm just like how did?
Where did George go?
If you're dead though.
That's George Myers. I think
Yeah.
so.
If Tess, okay, if Tess was a mutant, she's dead.
Sure.
If Tess was the hermit,
That's fine.
also dead.
Tess
Then
is
come out.
good.
I'm pretty
So-
sure our minions are Wraith and Serenovas, as I'm sure
Yes.
Aaron knows.
Hey, we've solved the
All right,
game.
if everyone could
We've
simply
solved the game.
return
Thank you,
to the
guys.
seat we started the game in, much
Thank
appreciated.
you, guys.
You've got to save us.
Okay. Oh dear.
All right. So, I've heard that a lot's happened.
We've solved the game.
You may not know this, but we've been playing Clocktower today.
Yeah, there was a lot. I had to go up and have 2 chats. It was a great time. People seem to think that both Bort and Karen are good now, and I would love to hear from both Bort and Karen.
What the?
What?
Where have you been?
The vibes have changed.
Okay.
The vibes have changed.
I'm the fortune teller with a no on Josh and Arrow.
Okay.
I am the balloonist. I learned Karen. I believe that Emerald is the demon socially.
Yeah.
So Karen,
Okay, so
who we
you
all
got
thought
the
was
Karen
evil that died on
Siren
night 1, is suddenly the fortune teller confirming the other 2 plays are evil.
I said this to Bort day 2. Like,
I don't want to be
I agree with
associated
you.
with this.
Are we aware of any puzzle drunking in the game?
I
No?
trust Karen
Well,
now.
Looking at Tessa in particular?
Nope. Tesso? No. Okay.
Very good.
What are you, Tessa?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
What? Yeah, Hermit. Who's puzzle master somewhere? Someone's puzzle drunk.
There would be.
Arrow.
What I'm trying
I mean,
to
we
do
have a
something.
balloonist as well.
What do you mean? There's a
Tessa's
hermit.
confirmed.
I mean,
So
like,
we have puzzle,
I
someone's puzzle drunk.
I feel like looking at the setup,
Yeah.
the best person to be drunk would be whichever one of these 2 is good, right? You've got Fortune Teller and Balloonist, and
Yeah.
either one of them, there's not much we can infer from that.
Sure.
Sure.
But then we're accepting that Bort's the Wraith.
So who's
from
alive
my
again?
perspective.
Currently alive is 1, 2, 3.
Speaking of currently alive, there are just 4 of you, so I'm gonna need you to make
I
a
do not
decision
want to
soon
sleep.
about whether
I
or
think
not
Karen
you're
is evil. We are happy. I'm happy.
I'm wholly convinced Karen is Vigor killed.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm
Josh
actually
is
asleep.
evil.
Asinine.
The whole, Sam, the whole evil team is pushing to sleep.
Arrow and Josh are evil.
Arrow, Josh, and evil. Now
If we're evil, why are we both pushing to sleep?
I will spend my vote on
Because
whoever
they're-
you nominate.
Yeah.
It's because she thinks because there might be 3 evils alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's kill
Who's
Emerald
the-
as well?
Yeah.
It could be a Fangirl game.
I think looking at this, if there's 3 alive, then the evil person is well.
If we have a Fengu, then
Yes.
the
Yeah.
one outside is dead.
This
Yeah.
is the
Yes.
first call
Emerald.
for nominations.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
up to you, Sam.
Hang on.
Anyway.
Alright, final check to get information. You were the
Village idiot, good on George, evil on error.
evil and error, which could be true if you're the only village idiot going around. Balloonish, like that. Emerald, you're the Oracle.
I'm the Oracle ones every night.
Alana, the
High
High
Priestess,
Priestess,
got
got
George
George.
Knight 1, and then Tessa.
So the pair. You got Tessa Knight 2. That would make sense. Puzzle Master guess needs to be made. Josh is actually we haven't talked.
Banshee. Everyone knows. I told Karen first day, and like Karen.
Oh, yeah, and I
Karen
told
is
So
like.
my
You've never
concern.
done
She's a little bit like.
Sam, Josh had Banshee straight away day 1.
Wait, hang on, Sam. What are you?
I'm the Shugenja. I'm pointing this way. That's why I've been trusting my
Right,
neighbors
yeah,
a lot
that's-
because
that's
one of
the
these
That's
two
what I
is
heard.
That's
Yeah.
this one. Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Second call for nominations.
Yeah, and it's just about whether you trust me or both of Bort and Karen. That's really what it comes down
Emerald,
to here.
who do you think is... What do you want to do?
I believe Bort is the Wraith, Karen is the puzzle drunk fortune teller, but it's possible Karen's just the Wraith. And
So there is puzzle drunk.
Actually, very quickly.
From me.
This is the third and final call for nominations.
Wraith spotters 1, 2, and 3. Have we seen a Wraith at all?
I have experienced
No.
Wraith firsthand. I will not stress this enough.
Okay,
the only,
Aaron has
like-
been pushing on me all
If
game.
there are no
Possibly
nominations,
white light
then we
Sam.
will all choose to go to sleep in
We
about
don't know.
5 seconds. You're dead.
if anyone's mad, they could come out
3,
right.
I don't think there's a living Wraith, and that means
I think
we're
there's a
good.
living Serenovus because Josh has been playing it out.
Town, you have chosen not to execute today. Close your eyes and go to sleep.
Great.
I
It's almost as if we've already killed an evil player.
Emerald, what I'm trying to do is figure out if there's any.
Okay, this is fascinating. I do not know who I would kill in Josh's position here. The fact that there's still a Serenovus in play really complicates things for the good team. Of course, it's Tesso again. She's already proven that she's more than willing to break madness relentlessly. Why not?
I just like repeated, I guess.
I've already won.
Yes,
so.
I agree. I think it's just Josh.
I was just wondering if like
could
Alana
kill
had
Josh.
been showing the puzzle drug play
Why
and
is
then
there
the
so
puzzle
much
master.
whispering that's going on around me?
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Oh yeah, we're not meant to
Like,
be talking
no,
about the game at night.
no, genuinely, someone is whispering in front of me, and I don't think the storyteller would need to do that because Jab.
Looks like the Wraith agrees that they should kill Sam. I think he is the most trusted person in the circle right now.
Damn, that's because you, the Vigor Mortis, killed George the Wraith, and now he's fucking with you. No, sorry, that's wrong. Karen's the Wraith. Karen, sit down.
Look, I'm just glad we haven't lost already.
Is Karen waving at Emerald? That's brilliant.
That I could be Vigor Mortis drunk. Karen, can you not? Trying to think.
The only reason why
Good
you
morning, town. There are 3 players alive. Sam is not one of them.
That makes sense.
Okay, well, let's throw my theory out of the water.
I will think these. It is traditional.
Emerald,
open when I was trying to
Josh,
grab
okay,
the
Josh
hat.
had the bluff straight away.
That's my like
Shush.
Yeah.
Shush, Karen.
Okay.
When did Era come out for Village Idiot?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah.
But it obviously wasn't a bluff because we have a real village idiot. So my take is that Era is the minion and Josh is the
I
good
kind of
and I'm the
agree.
only good player.
My take is that Emerald is the Vigor Mortis who has killed Danica and Karen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
I have to run with the seamstress information.
So then
Because I do trust Alana.
your only sober village idiot saw Danica as good.
That doesn't
Vigor
work.
Mortis.
Vigor Mortis killed.
That
Vigor
doesn't
Mortis
work with my Shugenja information because it's pointing away from Danica.
Okay.
Well, it's pointing
It
towards,
has to be a puzzle.
But
it's pointing
apparently
towards
there is
Karen.
puzzle drunking, right?
It's pointing towards Karen.
But if Danica's evil, then
Then it'll be
Oh.
better.
Josh is saying that Danica's evil.
But
because
there
he
is
works with
puzzle
us.
drunking?
yeah. So I could live in puzzle drunk in that world.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's my...
I'm honestly upset that nobody's from the Wraith because I really feel like that would help a lot. I like my Wraith suspicion just based on my first night read is still that it was Bort.
Yeah.
Fine. Sport was
I think it's
wrong.
very- yeah, this is-
What? That's ridiculous.
So I no longer believe that Emerald and Demon Can. I believe the most likely world was the pairing where we lost last night. Because that didn't happen.
You got seen by a high priestess on the night you saw
What was
these two
Josh
players.
bluffing?
Banshee.
I've literally said Banshee.
But no,
Banshee.
but
I've said nothing.
to everyone?
You were the
Because
first person to talk about
Because I told Karen on day
To
one, I
everyone
didn't
else.
tell...
all these plans.
I told like one person each day.
I'm sorry, you're bluffing
I
Banshee as
also
a
have
Banshee?
fortune telling no one those days.
No, I said I've been claiming Banshee.
Like,
Yeah, so you'd have to be the.
So it must be good then. All right, great.
I would have to be puzzle
my other concern as well is maybe Alana's puzzle drunk and I'm good and Josh is evil. And
I'm not.
Carrie's.
Alana's the high priestess.
We roll swapped.
Oh, you roll swap. Oh wait.
So
Okay.
high priestess on the puzzle drunk
High
seamstress is.
Oh, so wait, who's
You're
the
the
seamstress?
seamstress?
You're the seamstress. Oh, okay.
Karen's the seamstress.
Because this is the final day of the game, I will say that nominations are open just all day.
Emeralds, where I'm at right now, is that I think it makes the most sense for it to be Josh. I think
Agreed.
Arrows being more like a minion.
Counterpoint.
What's up with my
It's
info?
not-
Yeah. Good counterpoint.
That's it.
I just.
I'm sorry, you left Banshee as a Banshee?
I said I claimed Banshee the whole game.
Alana,
Yeah.
is there a chance that you saw George and then the Hermit because George is involved with Puzzle Drunk?
Yeah, that could be true, but I think the germs would want us to talk.
Wait,
talk honestly.
Emerald, you woke up
Unless
last night, right?
Yeah, I got a 1.
Okay. So you've woken up every night.
Yeah, I haven't really been Wraith watching much.
But
I probably
you,
should.
but
why would they
but
keep
that's
you alive?
Emerald though.
Of all people.
I didn't wake up on night 1.
I don't trust that. You feel like the sort of person to be looking for it every night.
Yeah, I always forget. This happened.
I forgot to,
in the past
to be
as
honest.
well. I always forget.
Why would they keep the Oracle alive? Of all people?
Because you're alive.
And also, everyone's been saying I was the demon for the past 3 days.
I'm still on Josh, I think. But
Me too.
Yeah, I just worry they're too happy with it.
Are you happy?
No,
to die?
no, I'm not. No, I'm very unhappy.
Socially
I believe it's
This is the first formal call for nominations.
I believe
Well,
it's
you
Emerald
should go.
because.
You should go first then.
No,
Just saying
please.
that makes me
No,
Please, no, it's quite alright.
No.
Please, after you.
After you.
After you.
I'm chill.
My
I'm
only
very
concern is
relaxed.
that I've got three dead evils in my information. So
What's your info?
I've got you evil, I've got Sam evil, I've got George evil. So I'm either I think the most likely because I'm Vigor
Oh,
Mortis
do you want us
poison.
to kill you, Arrow?
I know, I think the most likely because I'm Vigor Mortis poison, but there's also a world where Emerald might have been secretly a mutant or something and is now a Fangu.
For me,
Yes.
the easy solution is the one I'm going to stick with because I can't
But
find
then
any
what
flaws in
Okay,
it.
well after you then.
No,
Sarah lost
no, I think
The
everyone should do
second
it
call for
first.
nominations.
I think everyone should
After
do it.
you.
Who do you think Sarah lost?
Yeah, I'm happy to kill no one.
I think it's
Josh is out of evil.
Okay.
Just to make it clear.
Josh, what
It's
are
been
you?
on for a while.
Danica, what was your info?
I would
again?
trust the seamstress.
George good, Arrow evil.
Yeah.
Arrow, what do you want to do?
This is the third and final
Aaron
call.
nominates
there's no
Josh.
poison on this rep.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Arrow, tell us why you've done this.
I'm trying to rack my brains here. I'm trying to make this work, right? Because it's all pointing towards Emerald, but it just seems too easy.
All right, Josh, anything you want to say before we vote?
Now again, I've come to a world that works for me with no flaws. I'm going to save my brain power and not consider anything else, and I'll probably nominate Emerald after this.
All right. Takes 2 votes
Don't do
to
it.
put Josh up for execution. Starting on
But
Alana.
that smirk is putting me off.
Now,
Josh.
Don't do it. No, I genuinely don't do
It's
it.
not right at all.
3,
Don't
Will you
vote.
guys drop
4
Four's enough, I hope.
is enough.
This is not good.
Gonna remove the dead votes
Who
from
voted me, Josh,
Alana.
Sam, and Arrow?
Emerald.
No.
Arrow dropped. Arrow.
I didn't drop.
I think it could well be the
Emerald's
case.
alive.
I think that Tessa is.
And-
I'm
right,
alive
sorry,
anyway, so
you're-
you vote what I want.
You did vote. Yeah.
So who was the fourth?
I voted.
You
Danica
voted.
voted.
So
I
vote.
George,
No, you
Danica,
didn't vote?
Sam.
I
that's
vote,
Yeah.
swap Danica and I.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
I know
Sam.
that Tessa is claiming.
So
to
who
be
This is
the
why
voted?
hermit.
storytellers don't do this.
I don't think she's actually
Me,
the
George,
hermit.
Sam.
I will nominate Emerald.
Okay, Josh, you've nominated Emerald. Tell us why.
Yeah, just to reiterate, I think the Emerald is the Vigor Mortis who has killed Karen and Danica, and I think that Sam is puzzle drunk. I think that all works.
Emerald, what would you like to
This
say?
was just a bit that we were doing this so much. People actually think this is true. No, I mean, I think Josh has been pretty out of evil for a while. I do think that we might have got that wrong. I think Arrow dropping is to try and really sell the world because he's the demon and Josh is the minion. The way Josh has played makes more sense that he's the Serenovus to me because he knew where the Serenovus madness was. I'm hoping there is a Serenovus. I am absolutely not the demon. I'm the Oracle. I didn't claim it. I mean, I claimed Balloonist on day 1 because I didn't have any plus. I'll note. Not the demon.
Alright.
I believe Board is evil, but Danica is good. But
It
so is
takes 4 votes to tie,
I think it's Arrow.
and
now.
5 votes to put Emerald
Yeah,
up for
no.
execution.
Yeah, but we're going to use
Starting on Bort. Now.
Why are we not voting?
Don't vote.
Well, because
It's
because
one enough.
those who are voting.
One is not enough. Josh is still about to die.
I
with 4
needed
votes.
Aero or Tesso to vote there.
Thanks, man.
This is the
Can I
last
ask
call for
Karen and
nominations.
Danica and have we got anyone else?
I think it's Arrow now.
I didn't want to vote because Bort dropped.
Tesso.
Emerald.
Bort and
What do we
Danica
think?
dropped.
We can't beat it,
Because
can we?
there weren't enough to
Yeah,
do
it
anything
would
with
have only
tie.
tied.
I think it's Arrow now, right?
I think it's
They've
Arrow
all got
as
their
well.
votes. We got to stick with it.
Emerald, you're the only player with a nomination left.
We have 4 votes. The 3 people that are evil in my world all have their votes, so I cannot nominate in good conscience. So I will do it. Josh, even though I'm pretty sure he's thinking.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
So Emerald, you are choosing not to nominate.
Emerald's evil. Emerald,
Then
if you're just
the game
for fun.
is over. And Josh, you are executed. And you die. And I must give my sincerest congratulations to Bort's team. The good team Fruitown, you have just killed Josh, your vigor mortis, who on the first night of the game immediately went and killed Karen, your wraith, who was very open about being the wraith. So well done to Karen for somehow convincing half of the town that you were good by the end of that game. Next to Karen, we have our own little Typhon at home with Arrow, our Sarah Novus, who has made Tessa the Morning, the drunk village idiot, as the hermit for every single day of this game. And I have to also give a big shout out to chat, who are the ones that caught Tessa breaking hermit madness, breaking Sarah Nova's madness.
Day one, could they?
Absolutely not. But yes, chat caught that, and I was like, oh great, get him back here. It's time to end the day. Next to that, we have Sam, our Shugenja, who is pointing directly at our evil line. We have Danica, our sober and healthy village idiot, who saw George correctly as good and then saw Arrow as evil. And then we have George, our seamstress, who decided to send it on night 1 and managed to pick the demon and the Sarah Novus together, which is why Alana, our high priestess, learned, go talk to George. He needs to tell you the truth. That's important info to get out there right away.
Yeah.
We then have Bort, your balloonist, who did happen to have his eyes closed with the sunglasses on, looking directly in Sam's direction, but I woke Sam to give him his Shugenja information. So I think that's probably why you ended up murdering Bort on that first day. Bort had learned Karen to start and would have then gotten information, presumably on a townsfolk, and then would have gone from there. And last but not least, we have Emerald, our oracle, who wins the game with the good team, learned a 1 on Karen for the entire game. And that was our game.
Nearly got
All right.
it.
I don't actually know. We're still here. Cool. Thank you all so much for tuning into our live stream. This has been so much fun. You will be able to play with the Wraith online starting next week after we reveal it online on the Wednesday stream with all of these lovely faces. In the meantime, for those of you that are joining us at ClocktowerCon Australia, we cannot wait to see you in a couple of hours. And the carousel, which the Wraith is part of, will be available starting on July 4th, which is today here, but tomorrow in the rest of the world, starting at 9 a.m. in Los Angeles, noon in New York, 5 p.m. in the UK, midnight in China, and 2 a.m. on the 5th here in Sydney. So you can go online to bloodontheclocktower.com/store and buy the carousel. There is a limit of 2 copies per person, just so people are aware, but you'll be able to order it from anywhere in the world, and you can also pick up a copy here in person if you are coming to the convention here in Sydney. But thank you all so much for joining us. This has been an absolute blast of a time. Let's give another huge cheer for both our players and for everyone who's been organizing this stream behind the scenes, because they have absolutely crushed it. Thank you all so much.
Together fantastically for having never done this on the scale.
Yes.
Awesome.
And also Jesus.
Well. I don't think we could have had a better example of that new character. If you've only just tuned in, I strongly encourage you to go back and view Night 1 again, because that really was something. And yeah, the fact that it landed on Karen, delightful. Could we have had a better Wraith? I think we're now in a second. Emerald's going to come on through, and we're going to do the official bye-bye to all of you. But I just want to say, personally, really appreciate you all tuning in and checking this out. This has gone way better than it had any right to, but that's entirely because of the techies here that have actually made it work. and the fact that it's worked so well basically means we can try and do stuff like this in the future. So, yeah, brilliant. I'm going to go and have a convention now, and we're going to hand you over to the people that made that convention possible. Off we go.
Hello, hello. We're here. Games are done. That looked very entertaining to watch. Don't know how it was to play.
Very fun to play. Yeah, it was so interesting from my perspective. It was I wanted Karen to be evil, but at the end I could see that Tesso was still mad as the Hermit, which was a really tough one. And I wanted that puzzle drunk to be out there somewhere. So it was much more convenient to say Karen's the puzzle drunk and Bort's evil. But just, yeah, very, very fun game from my perspective. It's quite hard to work out. There's a lot going on, a lot of evil players.
Yeah, it looked like a really exciting game. I was watching from the sidelines for about half of it while I was setting up. But yeah, the con's all coming together. It's going really well. We're feeling like the con is officially started now, which is great to see. Yeah. We've got our games out of the way. I hope chat had as much fun as we did playing. It was a blast playing in person live. Such a different experience, but really, really cool.
Yeah, and the con is officially starting actually at 3 p.m. So if you're in Sydney, get here for 3 p.m. From 2:30, we're going to start checking people in the line. We're not going to have a huge stall for badges this time. That's all going to be happening from 2:30. So we'll start to get you inside from 3. We have the carousel selling here, as Jamie has just mentioned. We have a limit of 1 per person until 2 p.m. on Saturday. So 1 per person for all of today and for the start of tomorrow. We have lots of them here. We don't think we're going to set out. We've got lots of other merch, TPI merch, our own merch. We've got dice, we've got playing cards.
We got wands, we got all kinds of things. Yeah, there's going to be a lot on offer at the Roundhouse. So come on down. And in some good news, in the time that the stream's been happening, we just hit 500 tickets. What a great achievement. That's 100 and a bit more than last year, so that's really cool to see that we're all continuing to smash records and get more people coming. But yeah, it's all heating up here. I'm excited for the next 3 days ahead. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, it's only getting bigger. We're so excited. There's so much Clocktower to come over the next few days, and we hope to see as many of you as possible there. So many people in chat I could see before the start of this game. I bet there's even more now. And how exciting is this new character, the Wraith? And if you want the first chance to play it in person while released, you've got to be here at ClocktowerCon Australia. We have it today. We've got 2 scripts set up for it, both very well tested, including that one we just played. The other one has rocks in the title, so I really like it. Yeah, I think that's all.
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, thank you so much, chat, for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. We'd love to do this more again next year, so tune in next year, perhaps. Who knows? With that said, see you all, chat. We will see you, hopefully, at the Roundhouse.
Bye-bye.